Revmatch Podcast.
Hello.
The automotive podcast where Mike's late because
end of month problems.
Last month.
Because
Last day of the month.
we all be hustling out here, and it was the last day of the month for me too. And it gets to be a lot. It gets to be a lot.
How's everybody's Turkey Day?
It was cool, man. How was yours?
It was
good.
We hosted and it was hefty, but it was fun.
We did not host, man. We kept it super duper duper low key. It was just me and my wife and the boy, and it was very chill. Kind of nice.
That is always nice.
Yeah. Usually we would go to when we were still in Cali, we'd go to her sister's, and it would be like the whole damn family.
The whole show, everybody.
It's just so much, dude. Like I'm an only child. Too many people stress me out. You know what I mean? So
Don't nice need this. Just to have a small,
Yeah, dude, it was good. It was it was good. Yeah, it was it was chill. It was low key, and it was good. We watched some movies. I drank. What else can you ask for, right?
I mean, that's pretty much what we asked for.
Yeah, that's literally.
That's it.
That's it. For
that's kind of what I'm looking for.
Alcohol. I made a bunch of really uncomfortable genocide jokes with my friends, so that was cool.
Nice, very nice.
It's
always fun. It's always fun.
It's fine. Can you guys hear the fucking Christmas tree going off right now?
I don't think so.
All right, my camera is not happy right now. So we're going to fix that. Today is a very important day. Today is the last podcast of me with using my phone as a camera. It's a big day,
man,
guys.
it's going to be so different.
Yeah. It's going to be so good. I'm just going to be like I'm a real boy. It won't be all like jittery like this is. You see all this shit going on right here? Yeah.
So proud of you, son.
Thanks, Dad. Mike, I fucking finally peer pressured Mike into buying a microphone.
Dude, it was so quick too. He was just so accepting. He's like, "Oh shit, yeah, that's a good price."
This is happening. Just a little bit of Vaseline is all it took. And he was just like, "This is happening." This is happening. Yeah. Which is great because his audio sounds bad. Dude, when I used to go through and like have individual audio tracks for all of us and like balance everything out and like spread it around so people could feel like they were sitting at a table with us, which, spoiler alert, nobody cares. Nobody ever was like, man, the fact that it seems like I'm in the room with you guys is so immersive. Nobody cares. They're just listening to a bunch of assholes talk about cars. They don't care. No, but like 40% of the time I would spend would be deterring Mike's audio, like trying to get all like the cracks and the pops and shit out of it. So,
like his car or like my car, the cracks and the pops.
Fuck off.
So,
unlike you, my friend, my crackles and pops weren't tuned in. It's just a rich condition. All right, that's all it is. That bitch is rich.
Yeah, they added the crackles on like the second revision.
Oh shit! Look, speaking
What's
of the devil,
good, Mike in the hood.
What's up, girls?
We're talking so much shit about you. It's so great.
much shit. You know, it's not up your video,
but it's cool. The tail light looks really nice.
It does.
You got a great set of taillights. There he is.
And he's here.
Hey,
happy last day of the month. Woo! This isn't too late. You got off way later last time.
You did.
Well, we have new process now with we do outside warranty, outsource warranty.
Oh, thank God.
So a lot of our stuff's caught up now. So we don't have a warranty admin on site. It's all like sourced outwards, and then they do the paperwork and they send it all back. So a lot of that stuff that we were waiting on to get processed last couple of months, well, that's been tidied up now. So it's a lot quicker.
That's tight. Big news. So today was the last day of my first month on the sales floor.
That boy.
and I hit 75% to auto goal and 110% home goal.
Atta boy, there we go.
So got to clean up that.
I knew you were a winner.
And this is a slow season, so like this month, December is apparently a shit show. But the point is, I'm no longer poor. We did it, baby.
Yay!
We made it. Ladies
So
and
now
gentlemen,
you're gonna get an S4.
You.
Okay,
He can buy wheels now.
That was sick.
Yeah.
Let's hop right into this shit, okay? Because a lot has happened, kind of with everybody's cars again, as usual.
Yeah.
So, I had I didn't. This happened in between episodes, right? Okay, so there I was. I don't even remember why I did it. I don't remember why I pulled the wheels off. Oh, I was having like a front end vibration.
Is that where you found the tire was fucking?
Hey, thanks for ruining this. Thanks for the spoilers.
Wow. Oh, wow.
My bad. Sorry.
Appreciate it.
I thought we were talking about the other thing. My bad. Sorry.
It's all part of the thing. It's one
Okay.
thing. Liz is the other thing.
I didn't ruin the whole thing. Fucking keep your story going. Jesus.
So
I wanna
yeah,
go
so
home now.
I pulled that you are home, motherfucker. Where the fuck you're sitting in your kitchen? So I'm like, oh, I'm gonna pull the wheels off on Sunday, and I'm gonna take a look at what's cracking. And I pull the front wheels off, and the two front tires are getting ready to detread. With 7,000 miles on them. So all that shit I talked about, 2 degrees and negative camber not being a big deal.
Yeah.
Listen, if you're driving on the freeway 60 miles a day, it's a big deal. It's a real big deal.
Probably not a good idea.
Huge deal. So had to emergency put 2 tires on the front, which is a huge bitch because shockingly, the discount tire in nowhere fucking Texas didn't have PS4S's on hand. Losers. So
dude, hey, getting tires is rough right now.
Yeah. So unfortunately, and just to killing my soul is I have a mismatched set of tires on the SCI right now. Just burns me.
Oh,
I got Conti Sports on the front, PS4S's on the rear, but
Shame.
I needed front tires. I had to put front tires on the car. I had to go to work, right? So whatever.
So wait, so the back tires were completely fine? They didn't have a bunch of wear on them either?
The back
Just your
tires
front-
were, the rear camber was only like a half degree more aggressive than stock, whereas the front was like 1.5. So that was a little tough. So anyway, did that, and then he goes, "Hey, when I pulled the wheels off, I also noticed there's a giant fucking dent in the inside of one of my wheels. Like it's literally like if this is a circle, it's like whoop, like it's just like that." Right, which again, it's riding like this, so every time it's hitting a fucked up bump, it's just beating up the inside edge, right? Whatever. I'm like, okay, so that's the thing. Get that, go to work, come home. On the way home, I start hearing a noise from the back driver's side brake, and I'm like, there's probably like a rock in there or something. Whatever, it happens. But every time I would hit the brakes, it would stop, which was weird. By the time I get to work the next day, it's like audible, loud, very loud. So I get into work and I go upstairs into the office and I'm like fucking around and I was like, I gotta fix this. I can't drive 30 miles an hour, right? So I fucking call Grapevine Subaru. I'm like, yo, can you guys squeeze me in? Like this shit does not feel safe. Something's going on. So like, yeah, bring it in. My boss is super cool about it. All good. Take it over there. And they're like, they quote me like $600 up front. Mind you, I'm already 700 in this week because I had to put tires on the front. So, and Conti Sports are more expensive than PS4S's, which is bullshit because they're objectively worse. But whatever.
Yeah, well,
they're way harder. It sucks. Anyway, turns out, just from beat ass roads in Texas, my lower control arm bolts had come loose. There was something inside my rear brake caliper, like I suspected. All 5 of the lug nuts on the rear, here's my fuck up because my whole thing was when I was gonna pull the tires off that weekend was I was gonna nut and bolt check everything, right? Like because it was like I feel a vibration, and I got so freaked out that my front tires were blown that I completely spaced on checking everything else. So my those lug nuts on that wheel, all 5 of them were loose.
Oh jeez.
Right.
Wow.
whoops.
And like part of me is like, why didn't Discount Tire just do a lug check? Well, like all 4 real quick. But then again, I only did front wheels, so I guess I can't even really fault them with that. Anyway.
Well, it's a California law. I mean,
I'm also in Texas.
Oh shit!
We're in the free world, asshole.
I
Pretty
forgot.
much.
If your wheels come off, you should have prayed harder. Anyway, so they figure it out, and like they're like, it's cool. It's like 180, right? Whatever. And then he goes, "Oh, by the way, I don't know if you know this. All 4 of your wheels are bent." And I was like, "What?" I was like, "I knew the front left one was," and they had it on the lift, and he just starts driving it, and you just see the fucking wheels just go whoop 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 whoop, and I was like, "There's where all that vibration's coming from." Sick.
Sweet.
So I have 4 bent wheels, right? So I need a new set of wheels, obviously, because I'm not gonna pay A, pay to fix, or B, pay to replace factory wheels.
Well, it's only like $500.
A wheel.
Yeah.
So
Not from my guy.
listen, dude,
Oh,
I'm not gonna
God.
run some fucking Euro tuning wheels like no.
So
It's Rim Pros.
It was Rim Pros, yeah. Well, I don't have a
Yes.
Rim Pros
Well, yeah,
out here, brother.
Nick would fix them cheap, but yeah, he's
would.
Yeah.
2,000 miles away.
No, but
Ship
yeah,
them
so
to me. It's fine. Then you're gonna be at like.
I'll just drive to work
$4,000.
on brake rotors, whatever.
No big deal.
No big deal. And it was like, obviously, I've been talking about getting wheels forever, right? So, and then whatever. And the whole reason why all of this started was that the car needs an alignment, right? So I get the wheels put on, I get the back shit fixed. I go to the spot to get the alignment done, which is the shop, and this is where I'm really having a fucking crisis about even getting rid of the STI, okay? There's a shop 15 minutes from my house. It's 5 miles from my house, which is closer than M45 ever was. It's called Kraken Motorsports. And this place is shit. Like,
Is
the
it
shit.
Kraken?
It is, in fact, Kraken. No, they own the theme too. Like the fucking bathroom door has a Kraken door knocker on it. Like it's got like the squid with the thing. It's the shit, dude. The inside of the shop's immaculate. It's got like spray paint mural all through the fucking inside. The floors, you could eat off of them. And right next door is a Cobb Pro Tuner, Dodson Tuning, and they're like hooked up. So it's exactly like Snail and M45 was, right?
Yeah.
But the dude who owns this place, this dude Sean Rizzo, is like super fucking smart. Like the things I was hearing him pop off and just say to people and like guiding his text, I was like, this man knows everything. Anyway, so I bring this fucker in to get aligned after work on a Saturday. And I was like, I just want it back to factory spec. Like I drive it on the freeway all the time. I don't need a super aggressive alignment, and I can't be burning through tires. They pull the car in, and he goes, "Hey man." I go, "Sup?" He goes, "I can't align this thing back to factory spec." He's like, "This fucker's gonna rub all over the place." I was like, "What do you mean?" And he goes, "If I take this camber out, it's going to rub." And I was like, "Well, like they didn't do a height adjustment the last time I had it aligned, and like it was fine when they put it on. So why can't you take it out?" He goes, "What spring rate do you have on it?" And they're pretty stiff. They're 8Ks, right? And he goes, like, he was like, "How long have you had these coils on?" I was like, "Well, I've had them on since last year." I was like, "But the car really didn't get driven because it was COVID, right?" So like, I drove it with you guys a couple of times, and it basically just sat in the garage for a year, right?
Yeah.
He goes, "Yeah, 8K springs take a real long time to settle, man. Like a real long time. The stiffer the spring, the longer it takes for them to kind of wear in, right?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "Yeah, I could see that." I was like, "I've put more miles on it in the last 3 months than I have in the last year, so I can definitely see that being a thing." He goes, "Yeah, so you got to take like a half inch out of this motherfucker, dude." He's like, "I can't align." He's like, "I can't align this thing." He's like, "You got to raise it up." And I was like, "How much would you charge me?" And he was like, "We charge it like we do an install. We got to pull everything off. We got to adjust them, right? So it's like $250 in labor." I was like, "Fuck that. I'll do it myself. Like, I'll bring it back next Saturday. I'm not paying you." I'm already paying $175 for alignment. I'm not fucking paying you to do that shit, right?
Yeah.
And he was totally chill. He was like, I was like, "How much do you need?" He's like, "I only need a half inch." He's like, "And do it equal." He's like, "Because the rake is good for like front end, for dive in and front end bite and stuff." He's like, "You want a little bit of rake." He's like, "The stance is good. It just needs to be higher." I was like, "All right." So I did all that shit the next weekend, raised it up, sat there and looked at it, and I was like, I don't hate it. Like I don't hate it a half-inch higher. And then I realized how fucking low the car was after I raised it up. I was like, oh, this is fucking completely unnecessary. To the point where it put a hole in my exhaust. So I had a fucking hole like in the
my God.
Yeah,
Jesus.
dude.
That low boy life.
So yeah, no, right. So my resonator's always been like the lowest part of my car, right? And right at the front at the weld, there was a hole, I shit you not, like 3 inches wide and like probably like a half-inch across. And so when he had it up on the rack the first weekend, he was like, you know, you have a big ass fucking hole in your exhaust. And I was like, yeah, thanks for pointing that back out to me because it totally doesn't kill me inside. He goes, do you want us to fix that while we're in there next weekend? And I was like, you guys have a fab guy? And he's like, yeah. He's like, yeah, we have a fab guy. And I was like, fucking sick. So I brought it in last Saturday. I took my son over there. We're there for like 2 hours. And anyway, they realigned it. He charged me $40 to weld my exhaust back up. And he only charged me $40 because their fab guy wasn't there. So he took him to a fab guy that's in the same complex. And he charged me $40 to R&R the entire downpipe and take it over to the guy, have him weld it up and bring it back because that guy didn't charge him to weld it. So he didn't charge me to weld it.
That's sick.
And awesome. I was like, that's fucking tight. And I was like, I'm going to put wheels on it. He goes, yeah, he's like, and he went on this, he had a really interesting point of view on like, this is going to be a real flame moment because I've talked a lot of shit on reps on this podcast.
Here we go.
He goes,
admit it.
Winter wheels.
No, he goes, he's like, let me know what kind of wheels you like. He's like, we'll find you something affordable. And I was like, I wanted to put CR Kawamis on it. I was like, but I have a real hard time spending $1,800 on a set of wheels when they're going to get the shit beat out of them like my factory ones did. And he goes, listen, people fucking hate on reps a lot. He goes, I've run reps on my race car for 9 years. I've never had one bend. I've never had one break. I've never had one fucking fall apart. He's like, as long as you get a decently constructed wheel, you're going to be fine. He's like, find me a wheel that you like the shape of. I will find you a high quality rep that you can run and not hate yourself if one gets bent driving around.
Yeah.
That's dope.
I was like, really had to
where you're living now. Like,
yeah,
fuck.
it's just, there's a new fucking, it rains and there's a new pothole everywhere. You know what I'm saying? It's just like the roads fall apart. It's ridiculous. So I found those Enkis. So their TSVs is one thing I'm gonna get for it because they're like $1,000 for the set of wheels. They're in the right offset. It's the same offset as Mike's wheels. I can put 265s on it, all this shit. Anyway, that whole point of that fucking story was that seeing a really sick shop where they have the Subi with the like fucking bumper exit exhaust. They had a sleeper Outback in that motherfucker. It was like a 2012 Outback with a 3.6R, and it just looks like an Outback. And then he fired that motherfucker up, and it was the loudest goddamn thing I've ever heard. Yeah, dude. I was like, everybody was like, what the fuck was that, dude? And they've got 2 shop-sponsored drag cars that are both making like 600-700 horsepower. They got another legacy wagon that makes like 600 horsepower. You know what I mean? They're just doing like, they just do Subi shit. And he knows other stuff too. He's got a couple customers with like Skylines and shit.
Is he on IG?
Kraken Motorsports, yeah. It's just a cool shop. The shop's really sick, really put together. Everybody's cool. And so it's kind of like, and I was just talking to like, it's a like, you guys have been to M45. It's not exactly like a social space, right? The guy used to run a fucking service center at a dealership. It feels like a dealership when you're there, right? This feels a lot more like a neighborhood shop, but just very well run, right? Like the guy behind the counter is cool. The owner will come and sit and bullshit with you. Like, you know, after they finished aligning my car or whatever, I was paying and he comes up and he goes, man, that shit looks so much fucking better now than it did when you brought it in here. And I was like, it really does. I was like, it really does. Yeah. And I was like, yeah. He's like, and it's going to drive so much better. And the car drives, it feels fucking great right now. Honestly, it feels, I mean, the vibration from the bent wheels sucks, but like just overall dynamically, because the car had gotten so low that all of my arms were like at an angle and you want them perpendicular to the ground, right? For proper geometry. Which was the whole reason, Kyle, we put that fucking roll center adjuster kit on the front and fucked the ball joint up and all that other shit, was to try to keep that. And then I ended up blowing it by letting the car slam. So, yeah, it was just like one of those things. It was like, he was like, what are your goals or whatever? And I was like, 500 horsepower would be cool. You know what I mean? Like, I just want to keep up with the Mustang and Maros and fucking shit that fuck with me on the freeway all the time. He goes,
Yeah.
we can make that happen. And I was like, well, you know how it is. It's like, yeah, it's 10, 12 grand to get to 400, but then anything more than 400 is just a bigger turbo.
Pretty much,
Right.
at that point.
Because
Because
you
all
already
the
got
fueling's already there.
Yeah, everything else is, you got the fuel, you
Yeah.
got the intercooler, you got the radiator, you got the TGVs are gone. All the other shit's gone. It's just put a
Yeah.
bigger turbo in it, retune it, and fucking send it. So
Yeah.
it's like, all right. So, you start with a 20G and then you go up to like those BPT fucking Dominators or whatever. I was like,
Don't start there. Just go straight there.
just go. I want to pick his brain because there's like a bunch of quote unquote drop in twin scroll solutions now. Because there's like the crazy ETS turbo, like true twin scroll with a diverted downpipe and uppipe and all that shit.
Yeah.
And then there's the company that's like, oh, you can just drop a Garrett twin scroll into the factory location. And I'm like, but does that like actually work if the fucking plumbing is not set up for a twin scroll? Like, does it actually spool any faster, right? Or you just put a single scroll flange on a twin scroll turbo and call it a day, So I want to pick his brain on that shit because he seems like he fucking really knows what's going on. So
you could have Sheepy Racing custom fabricate.
I'm
you
not
a turbo
fucking
setup.
paying Lambros to work on my Subaru.
Don't you remember the concept when we started this podcast? We're like average Joe guys who can't afford shit.
Okay,
We can't
I'm
afford
sorry,
Sheepy
like,
Racing.
Raise your hand
Like-
if you drive a Skyline.
I can't afford to send it to Sheepy Racing and just let them go to fucking
Okay,
ham on it.
I
Like,
was on Sheepy Racing's Instagram when they were doing shit on Subarus and Evos and Hondas.
But they've
intake
obviously escalated past that
yes,
point.
so what? They're gonna charge you Lambo money for your fucking Subaru?
I'm already paying Lambo money because I drive a fucking Subaru. So, I'm not going to exacerbate the issue.
I guess that's a good point.
Yeah. It was funny, too, because, like, these... I don't remember their names, but this couple came in and they both drive bagged STIs. Both of them.
fuck yeah.
Yeah.
That's hype.
And the guy behind the counter called them the shithead power couple. And the girl goes, yeah, I went through 3 engines in a year.
Holy shit.
So she bought the STI used and modded. It blew. Fine.
What year STI?
15.
Okay.
Year 15 pre-19. Pre-19.
Austin
same body
said,
style.
Hey, Austin said to make sure we tell everybody to like and subscribe to the podcast.
Fuck.
We appreciate you, Austin.
Like and subscribe to the podcast. Fuck. 20
Like and
minutes in.
Subscribe.
This
Hey,
is
it's better than 45 or 50
That's a fucking
minutes
good point.
in.
That's why I don't know if you've seen the later episodes. I have the thing go across the bottom of the screen, like the 10-second mark, because I always fucking forget to say something. But no, so like she's like, yeah, so the original one blew. She took it to the dealer. They warrantied it because she's like, I played stupid, and I was like, what's a tune, right? And so essentially what he did is the dude made her buy a new ECU, saying that it fried the computer. So basically what it was is he had an ECU in stock that'd been sitting there. She came in with a shithand engine, and he was like, okay, I'll give you a new engine. You're paying for an ECU. Like, I'm going to get something. out of
That's
it, right?
dope.
Yeah.
That's a fair trade. I ain't gonna lie about that because the ECU was
$1,200
what?
12
Yeah,
bucks. Like,
or
Or
$7,000 engine.
$14,000. Yeah.
yeah, whatever.
Like,
So she did that,
it's
and
not that fucking expensive.
so she did that, and then she was driving through Dallas. They live in Dallas, and she was static at the time, and it rained a lot, and she didn't have an airbox on the car, so she hydrolocked it,
Nice.
roasted the engine, took it yeah.
Poor
So she-
engine.
So she took it to Kraken, and they helped her work out the insurance with it, and they got her a stage 1 block out of it. So now she's got a 500 horsepower capable stage 1 block in the car. She's like, which it's not built for that. It's probably she's making like the kind of power I'm making right now. So nothing
Is that
super.
like 250?
So way overbuilt, undertuned.
Yeah, it's 311 on a Mustang, bitch. All right, it's 400 at the crank. Get fucked. Anyway,
Respectable.
I guess, but yeah. So I was like, that's fucking hilarious. And then she was just like, yeah, she was like, so after that point, she said, so she blew the engine driving static, so she bagged it.
Oh my god.
Instead of raising the car up, she's like, well, I want to be low, so I'm just going to bag it. It's like, that's fucking
Yeah, I'll
amazing.
bag it and press a button to go
Yeah.
through the puddle this time.
Yeah. But it was just funny to have a
Fuck.
bunch of Subaru people in a room all like admitting that their cars are stupid, but they love them anyway. Like, you know
Yes.
what I mean?
100%. 100%.
And I was like, when our powers combine, we are Captain Dumbass. Fucking great, dude. So just like I think being like in the vibe, I was like, I don't want to give this up. You know what I mean? Like Subaru guys are cool. It's like, yeah, your cars are dumb and but like the only thing you ever hear people bitch about is the engine. Everything else is fucking fine, right? Like,
Yep.
you know. So I don't know. I kind of don't want to give it up now. Like just knowing there's a shop local that's cool and the guys are cool and it's like a cool spot to get work done and you can call them and pick their brain about shit. Having that that community, I think, is what keeps people. I mean, that's what keeps people driving Hondas for so long, right?
Yeah.
It's
I mean-
for everything. I mean, you look at
Well, I
the
mean, like-
communities that are built in the car industry, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, look at Kyle with fucking Kraut, right? Like he's fucking super big in the Volkswagen community and shit, and like obviously the power to get is way easier to get there, but it's like, you know, we get a lot of love from the Euro community,
Yeah.
Dude, well, like it's crazy. Like some of that stuff's like cult following. Like the people with like Volkswagens. I mean, look at the old like school like Beetles and buses that have that following.
You
Have
can't
taken
call it a
those
Beetle.
cars.
You're gonna trigger them. You have to call it a bug. They hate
Beetle.
that. I don't.
Beetle.
It's so
It's a
funny.
Beetle.
Fuck.
It's so
Dude.
funny.
They literally have advertisements that says Volkswagen Beetle.
That's the new
He's
Beetle.
not wrong.
That's the new Beetle. The
Beetle.
old Beetles, they never called them Beetles. They called them bugs.
I bet you I could find it.
Yeah,
But no, like
technically they're Type 1s. Technically.
whatever.
Yeah.
But like it's just like a so cult following. Like I never saw
I'm so
the
triggered.
one brand that always surprised me was Mini. Like the cult following that like the Minis had was
Because
insane.
it's the typical British approach to building a sports car, right? Add
True.
lightness. It's the Lotus approach, right? Just add lightness. You don't need a bunch of power if it doesn't weigh anything,
Yeah.
Yep.
right? And they're fucking fun, dude. Minis are the shit. Like even like the first 2-3 generations of the new Minis, like what Steven had.
The
Like,
ones that those are supercharged, right?
well,
Yeah.
there was the first ones are supercharged, and then they were turboed after that.
Right.
But like even those are super fun to drive. The only thing
Yeah.
that was weird is they had the speed sensitive steering, which I never really liked.
Mm.
So the faster you drive, the quicker the rack is. And like I wasn't really like a huge
Yeah.
fan of that. Or wait, is it the opposite? Whatever. The fat, shit changes.
Right. Yeah.
So just because it's non-linear, that just kind of like fucked me a little bit. But you can still like drive them around all over the place. And like just fucking they're little go-karts, The new ones are
Yeah. I drove a. We took in on trade like a mini. I don't know what the hell it was. It came stock 2 seats and a crossbar in the back.
Oh, the GP.
GP edition, yeah.
Those things are fucking expensive and really rare.
And it was it came through. I think it's already sold, but I took it for a little road test, and that thing
Boogies.
it was pretty fun. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was fun.
Shit, that thing is sick looking.
Yeah, they're fucking cool, dude. Like it's literally just like
Okay.
it's a turnkey track car, right? Like it's not the fastest thing ever, but like
It was the guy had it tuned when he
Okay.
traded in. Put his
He
factory
claimed
cat
it was like 500 horsepower.
that's fucking
What?
stupid.
RGP.
He claimed that gray
I
one
don't
with the
believe that.
red
There
stuff.
was
I don't
not.
believe it either because he
I
also
drove
told
it.
somebody it was like twin turbo, and I couldn't find a second turbo.
That
on
is
thing.
the most obnoxious fucking wing I have
Oh,
ever
I need
seen in
I
my
need
life.
to let me bring that up so I can
No.
show
my
everybody.
god.
Was it wonderful?
I drove it,
That
and
is
it
awful.
was definitely not 500 horsepower. Hell no, not even close.
Yo, those taillights are sick.
The fuck?
Yeah, but the fucking wing, bro.
It's
It looks
bad.
like a bow.
It's very bad.
Yeah,
That's whatever. I'm sure it's a badass car, but it's just like that car is like what was that Fiat thing they built?
The
Oh,
Abarth.
Barth?
Yeah, it's like that's a cool car, but I'm not gonna go fucking spend what was it 55 grand for that
No,
car?
it was not. They were like 25,000.
Well, for an Abarth like
No.
500 edition, that's like the souped up model. They were like
Yeah.
40 grand.
Yeah, I'm not gonna spend
No,
40 grand on that car.
look at this. Look at this wing. This wing is fucking great. It's so fucking stupid.
That's so bad.
It's so fucking stupid. I love
It's
it.
terrible.
There's another picture of it. Keep going.
Oh, this one. Look at that.
No, there's
fucking-
like a oh, that word there. Yeah, that's so bad.
Oh, yeah.
Disgusting.
It looks like a bow tie, bro.
It
Like
does, dude.
like you're looking through a bow. Like,
But look at the like. There's a crossbar and everything like that. Like that's fucking.
is that
it's-
exhaust? What is it?
That's
No, that's
Nakaducks.
ventilation?
Those are Nakaducks. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I bet at some point the car does rip for a Mini. I mean, let's not
It's kinda,
discredit
is
that.
that a carbon roof? It looks like a carbon roof.
Kinda.
Yeah,
don't know.
but no, they've been doing these forever. Like there's been a GP for like the last 3 or 4 generations. Of these things, yeah, it's just it's a little ignorant, but it's cool. I'm into it.
Yeah.
But it's it's just
It was
thing.
fun. I mean, it definitely. That was the first time I heard about that, Timmy. But it definitely wasn't 500 horsepower. Maybe for that car, like close to 300 when I drove it.
Yeah. I mean, I heard that from your guys' used car kid.
Oh, don't trust them.
Is it Leo?
No,
No,
he's a
it's,
salesperson.
Leo actually kills it in sales.
Dude,
Does
and
he now?
speaking
Really?
of which,
Yeah, he does.
Good for him.
I took a video of Leo flying by me the other day, and it sounds so good.
Oh, in
In
Pete's
his
truck.
truck.
In Pete's
Dude,
truck.
yes. Oh, dude, I smoked him.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
I was
he
gonna
didn't
say, hey,
know.
that truck is
No, I took
slow,
my
dude.
car and I smoked the shit out of him.
He-
He's like, you're gonna wait till I put my supercharger on it or whatever, or E85. Go to the
Hey,
thingy
yeah,
you can play
hey,
the video.
Tom smoked his truck in his stock Genesis.
No way.
Yeah.
It's a big ass heavy truck,
he just
bro.
said,
That-
wait, the truck I smoked?
Yeah.
I love it,
can't-
Tom.
Nah, I can't.
love
I
it.
can't.
Should I
don't have
post
a
the
We
way-
can't
video
play it.
again? Yes, Tom. Post that video. I have not seen this video.
Send that to
I'm
the
gonna go find you-
Instagram to me. So I can
Send it to
show- but-
Instagram, Tom. I want to see this.
But the problem with that truck is that you
I know.
can't stab it. Like you just can't bury your foot in it because there's nothing over the rear axle. So it just fucking,
Right.
you know what I mean. So you have to
It's
roll
the same
into
as
it.
those the SRT trucks with the Viper motors in them.
Yeah, but those things were ignorant, so it was cool.
But they were so fun.
Like,
I remember we had to trade it in one. That truck was so fun. I ain't gonna lie
it's
about
fucking-
that.
The fact that you could get a big ass 1500 truck with a 10 cylinder engine and a manual is fucking
Right.
Yeah.
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 Big
It's
ass
pretty
fucking
great.
gear shift and stuff.
fucking stupid.
I sent it to the Instagram.
Okay. I'll
All
do
right,
it.
so I mean, speaking of like modded cars, Timmy.
Timmy's been doing big things.
Yes,
I
he
know
has.
my car's stock. My car's completely stock.
Yeah, whatever,
fine.
dude.
Hey, you're out of warranty now. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, send
Yeah,
all
I
those
am
photos to
out
the
of warranty.
Instagram so I can bring them up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Gotta remember, man, I have technological limitations here. You did not send it. You put it in. Oh, there it is. Okay. There it is. It won't play the video, but
Nah,
and it won't play the audio, but
that's fine. We don't need the audio.
Dude, it's so loud.
Hold on.
His truck.
So yeah, Timmy put wheels on the S4 today.
And some
Yay.
good tires. And some good tires.
And
does-
the
yeah.
Mishies. Oh. This photo's my favorite.
Right, what, the back end?
The very bottom. Well, without the wheels. The photo I sent.
Those 20s, dude, like they fill that gap in really good.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Mhm.
saying. That photo. Yeah, that photo of the propel station I like a lot.
Damn, it sounds good now too.
Yeah. I'm very satisfied with the
I don't hear anything.
fitment. It's just a little loud, a little
He's got to roll the
high.
fenders. You got to roll
We
the
get-
fenders for
we
some
get
Timmy
the lip
driving.
kit.
Timmy can come wheeling with me now.
Yeah.
Facts. Facts.
Yeah, it needs needs a lip kit. It needs half-inch
Tip-
less fucking ride height, and it needs
Yeah.
burger out, and it'll be
Timmy, why are you at the propel station there?
Oh yeah, I guess we
That's-
haven't
yeah,
talked
we
about that
haven't talked
either.
about that.
I like corn. I like to eat it on the cob, and I like to fill my car with it.
I've heard you clean the cob. Clean it right
Sweet.
off.
Clean the club.
That he
shot.
does very well.
One
In one
shot,
shot,
too.
he's good at it. I mean, you're just good.
Easy.
Yeah.
So
Like
I am
the
now on
audio.
the E85 Stage 1 tune from 034 Motorsports, and it is fucking awesome. The numbers that they claim do not include an intake or an intercooler. It's just a stock S4 Stage 1 E85, and they're claiming 416 wheel horsepower and 512 wheel torque. So then I have the AWE intake, and I have my ECS intercooler.
So did you get a custom tune for that, or did you?
No, it's just
they
that
just
one map.
Off the shelf type. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where
And
can you
it shits, dude.
where can you take it to get a custom tune? Like, who would you even send that to?
I have absolutely no idea because IPB told me that he didn't have a tune for it, and they do the same thing. That's what they do to German cars. They just beat boop it. Like
Yeah.
Ron wouldn't do a custom tune. He would just give me what his company made as a.
I wonder if we like hit up Ed about it and was like, "Yo, can you just like try to tune this thing and just see what you?"
Yeah, like have
It would
have
be like, yeah, it would be. I mean, if he was interested and
Take
if it
some
was
time.
like in the market, like he would take. I mean, because it's not like a let's just do it for a week type of thing. I mean,
Yeah, because he'd
he'd
have to
probably
drive.
have to have it. Poor Dave, he's got his RS3 there forever.
I
Like,
know.
Yeah, that's hardcore.
Still waiting on my sponsorship deal, Dave. Anyway, no,
But
I think
mean, that's I mean, for Alex and I to get that kind of gain out of our cars by a couple of beat boops, and I think
I
Tim had to
fucking
put
wish.
a sensor in it, like.
And I didn't
That's-
even need to put the sensor in it. I mean, the sensor is just to let you know, hey, you do have E85. It's not 91 or
it's
E50.
a to make sure that you're not running what is it E60 and below.
Yeah,
so it
E60
doesn't
and below.
so it doesn't predet. Yeah,
Right. Yeah.
yeah.
You don't want that thing.
It just starts pulling timing out, so it doesn't predet.
Yeah. You don't want it to blow up because
So it's not true.
Timmy will blow up a motor.
It's not true.
How many
flex
tanks
fuel.
of gas did you go through in the first week?
In the first week.
First week.
What?
Four
tanks
Okay,
of E85.
God.
Keep in mind, he
Jesus.
commutes. He does commute 60 miles a day.
Yes, 70. So think about it
On
this way.
E85.
On a 91 tank, I was getting 270 miles to a tank. And now on the 85, I'm getting 200 miles to a tank.
Yeah, you
So-
get the same gas mileage that I do in my piece of shit old motor. It's so funny.
And I've
Me
got
too.
400 horsepower and
That's so
500
funny.
pounds of torque.
That's
No, but-
crazy.
Yeah, but you were
I
getting
mean,
that
if you
before you
weren't-
tuned it, right?
And before I tuned it, I was at like 350 horsepower.
No, but
and
like
400.
miles per gallon. Like
Oh,
to a
miles
tank.
per gallon.
No, what were you gonna do a tank?
No, I was getting 270 to 300 miles before I tuned it.
Not much.
If you stay out of it, like I don't.
If I stay
can
out of
on a-
it, I get like 19 miles per gallon.
What?
Yeah,
95.
that's like
That's about what I get out of. That's what I get out of mine if I stay out of it too, dude. I've been driving around in the I mode that nobody ever uses in STIs. I live in that mode.
intelligent.
I live in that mode now, dude. Driving 30 miles one
I
way.
think on a good day I get like 12 to 13 miles a gallon
It's bad. It's bad.
on
I like-
any
I
of
like
the
my
vehicles
car.
that I drive, including
Yeah.
my Tahoe, my STI, or my Skyline. Actually, in the Skyline, I can go out and drive it, and I can floor it, and I can watch the gas gauge move. Like it's
Oh,
fucking
that's so
dumb.
great.
Like how much it like.
It's kind of how the E85 has been. I mean,
Yeah.
because it just goes really fast. It's just
does go really fast.
exciting.
Dude, okay, so he tuned it, he drove it down the street, and he picked me up, and then him and I went out and launched it. Oh my god!
The hook.
Like
That'd be
because
good.
the hook, the all-wheel drive, I can't wait to launch it with the Michelin's because that's
Dude,
gonna be stupid.
that was like 1/32 of tire left. Like we were out of tire when
yeah,
we went and launched that
and
tire.
it was dumb fast. I do think
Fucking
though,
sick.
you probably, before you start really beating on it, you might want to do like diff fluids and stuff on that thing.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
just
probably
Probably a
saying.
good idea.
a good
Uh,
idea.
just because you already beat the shit out of that, and then you added a bunch of power and sticky tires to it.
And like we've already established, you can go pull a Macan engine out of a junkyard. I don't think you can pull a whole fucking Quattro system out of a junkyard. So you might
Yeah.
Definitely a good
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
I bought
Just saying. Just throwing it out there.
I bought
think-
like the drivetrain upgrades that 034 Motorsports tells you to get with your car.
They retune it.
No, like they tuned my TCU, but the transmission mount insert, differential mount inserts, subframe inserts.
Have you installed all that shit?
No, I bought them a few days ago.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. I mean, at least
The
you're
way
doing
you-
it right. At least, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
and don't be
I don't
wrong.
want
It
it to break.
is now just fucking dumb fast. Like
It's so fast.
I
I
thought
haven't
Tim's
launched
car
it yet
was
with the new
quick.
tires yet.
Was quick before. No. It's one of those. I wouldn't say it's Tycon violent, but it's fucking,
how much does that thing weigh?
and it throws you back in
37,
your seat.
I think.
37. See,
Yeah.
this is why I say a 500 horsepower STI, aside from the manual, which is like operator error if I fuck that up, the car is 400 pounds lighter than your S4.
Yeah.
That could be that would be a race. Like from a
That'd be
dig,
fun.
that would be a race.
Yeah,
Let's do
I mean
this.
he'd get
Let's-
you
let's set
out
this
the
up.
line, but you could catch him.
Maybe not.
Dude, with the launch
You
mode in
don't,
that
you
car
don't think
though.
I'm as fast as your STI?
No, I'm saying a 500 horsepower STI.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean,
The
dude,
biggest
honestly,
the biggest
it's-
issue is how short first gear is in an STI.
Yes.
Yeah,
You have to
Dude.
shift like this. It's like
the DSG is so good.
Yeah, first gear is
exactly.
useless in that fucking car.
I mean,
So
the,
good.
the
It
thing
sucks. I hate it.
with a downpipe, I mean, it might be now. I mean, it's sub 3 seconds 0 to 60.
Fuck me, are you serious?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was.
Dude, I told you it was violent when we launched the fuck out of
That's
that car.
fucking ridiculous.
So that's 911 Turbo S speed.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, those are like 2.2. So, right?
well, I mean, a 5-year-old Turbo S runs a 2.7.
That's stupid.
Runs a 2.7
fucking-
from factory.
Isn't that
But
stupid?
It's really like a
034
2.6,
Motorsports
2.5.
just broke the record for the fastest S4 with stock turbo, and it's my car the way it is with a downpipe and their stage 2 tune with 220 pounds in weight reduction, and they ran a 10.6 quarter
so they just
mile.
ripped the whole back seat out. Is basically what happened.
Whole back
Yeah.
seat, the passenger seat, and half
Spare
the weight of
tire.
a battery. Yeah, and smaller wheels.
Yeah.
That's it. 220 pounds and a downpipe. And
What did it
I'm
run?
a 10-second quarter mile, like a 10.6, and with a 2.8 0 to 60.
That's dope.
That's fucking stupid.
It's so fast. It's great.
German cars are dumb.
Hey, you gotta
And
play
this-
that video though, because Tom
yeah.
fucking sent that shit over.
And this is how I came. And this is how we came to me looking at F90 M5s, which I will get to in a second and I will explain why. All right, so we can't really hear.
I wish the audio was there because Tom, his commentary is fucking great. This is him screaming right now. Oh my god, no way!
Wait, oh, is this Tom against Leo's truck?
Oh my goodness.
Oh my
He's
God,
driving
no
a
way, dude.
Genesis?
A stock
That's
Genesis,
so
bro.
Great.
And that's after Leo's truck was supercharged?
That's disrespectful.
Oh,
What
it comes.
do you mean
it-
after
it,
he
it
bought
comes
it that way?
supercharged.
No,
Yeah,
no,
that
no.
truck.
Pete-
I don't know.
No.
Pete sold him the truck with a whistleblower on it. So it has the Yodi, right, and it has a whistleblower on it. It was making
So
like
that-
650, 700 horsepower when
So
he bought it.
it doesn't
from Pete.
come stock from the factory with a blower on it.
No.
Pete built that truck.
I didn't know that. I had no idea.
Yeah,
I
so
don't know the
Pete-
backstory behind that truck.
So Pete bought essentially like a tradesman truck. So it's a V8 single cab short bed, completely
5
bare
liter.
truck, 5 liter, right? So he did everything. So it's got, I think it's
Oh.
got Beltec suspension,
didn't
aftermarket
know
wheels,
that.
Whipple blower. Yeah, Pete put like 25 fucking 30 G's into that truck, dude.
Wow.
And then he sold the whole truck to Leo for 35 grand or some shit like that.
Damn, Leo got a deal.
Well, Pete doesn't give a fuck. Pete
Well,
is
Pete doesn't
balling.
need the money either. Yeah.
Pete's got like, I don't know, he's got like oil money or some shit. I don't really know.
He's a gangster though.
Pete's Mustang is sick as fuck.
Did he get a
It is.
GT500?
It is a
Yeah.
GT500 in that
Sexy.
blue. Man, it looks so good.
The new one, the 700
Yeah.
horsepower one. Yeah. See, like I said, Pete's
Yeah.
got money from places we don't know where he got it from. So, so yeah, he
Tom?
just,
Tom, I
and-
applaud. Good job. Good job, my
way to
friend.
go, Tom. I would also
Thank
be
you.
juiced if I beat that truck in my shitbox.
Okay. Now that I understand the backstory behind that, it's still very
Hey.
impressive. I'm just saying. We
What?
can't hear you.
Why are you
Yeah,
fucking-
Andrew. Fuck you, Andrew.
Hi, Andrew.
Fuck you, Andrew.
You're supposed to be on the podcast, but go
Hey,
fuck
dude.
yourself.
So, okay. So, first of all, if you did, one of the prerequisites of buying an Audi from Bring and Trailer is that you have to have a small wing. Don't know if you guys knew that.
Andrew, did you see on the ad on Bring a Trailer that one of the prerequisites for having an Audi is to
Timmy
have
didn't
a
know that
small
word
wing?
before this moment.
Oh, he knew. He saw it. He signed.
Oh, you saw you signed off on it?
Yeah, he saw it.
Signed off on it? Okay.
Ladies,
Signed
he's
off
single.
on it.
He's single. He drives a 20-year-old Audi and he has a
We're
small
straight,
wing.
we're
We're straight. We're good. Dill a bitch.
Purple bitch. So anyway, so my coworker who sits right here, this is like the worst possible thing that could happen to me, by the way. My coworker that sits right here, he just transferred him from SoCal, right? And he's got an 890 wheel horsepower 2016 M6.
Jesus.
God.
Yeah. And he's checked out. He's got that. He's got an F90 or an E92 M3, the V8, which sounds amazing, by the way. It's not like the super sought after one. It's a DCT car. It has the double hump dash, so it's got
Is it the coupe or the sedan?
it's a coupe.
Yeah.
Coupe carbon top. So it's legit. It sounds amazing. He's got some kind of exhaust on it. But he's like a BMW guy. And I had just like not too long ago, I had listened to this episode of The Smoking Tire with Steve Dinan on it. So like if you know anything about tuning BMWs, Dinan, right? Steve Dinan said he was going to retire, sold Dinan to Steeda, I think, or somebody. And then was like, yeah, fuck retirement, and started a whole other company like called Carbon. And so now he tunes Audis, which actually, Timmy, you might want to look at Carbon for some shit for your car. So he tunes Audis, BMWs, Mercedes, right? So all German shit. So he has a tuning package for the F90 M5 and the M8 Comp, where they will California legal and with stock drivetrains, stock turbos, make 900 wheel horsepower.
What the fuck?
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah. It's bigger intakes and upgraded intercoolers and then a tune. And like,
Anybody want to buy my GTI?
right. So and it's that's
Fucking
so that's
lying.
that's with
Lying.
100 so
we
here's
can
the-
have that conversation.
here's the fucking thing. Here's the crazy thing about Steve Dinan and how much of a fucking G this dude was. He spent a year working on his fuel maps for this platform because you can put any mixture of pump gas, E85, and I think up to 110 octane race gas in the tank, and the car will just figure it out.
That's legit.
What?
Yeah, it'll just figure
What-
itself out. Like you just like, oh,
What
this
kind
is
of car
available.
this?
So it's an M8 comp or an F90 M5. So they're all $100,000, right? Whatever.
pull
So,
that up
so
right now.
is the F90 the new one, like the one that my dad
That's
has?
like your dad has, yeah.
Dude. Dad!
Your dad has an F90?
I know
Yes, that
what
has an
you
F90.
need.
Yeah, it's like so the whole total package with the upgraded intercoolers and like the suspension package and everything like that, $8,000.
Wow.
Oh,
That's
dude,
actually
Wow.
for the result though.
I could
for the
sell that to
result,
my
though?
dad. I could
Yeah.
sell that to
8,000.
him.
For the
Yeah,
result though, that's not
8,000
bad.
8,000 is suspension, tune, the whole, it's like everything. It's like
Right.
eight or
Oh,
9,000,
wait.
8 or 9 grand.
Does it have to be a
Wait,
comp?
what's that
No.
that thing on the
Okay.
take
Yeah.
my card?
Oh, yeah, take my-
Take my
Where's
card.
my credit card?
The
Yeah.
only reason my dad didn't get a comp is because it was an extra 20 grand for like
No,
10 more horsepower.
same
and
engine.
track stuff.
It's the same
Yeah.
engine. Yeah. Also,
Dude,
Chris,
he
your
would
camera
totally do
suffering.
it, dude.
So yeah, and here's the really weird thing.
Tom,
F9
you've always been slow.
Mentally, not
Hey.
automotively. Just kidding. We love you. So F90 M5s are one of the few cars that have not skyrocketed during COVID. So I looked and I found a 2018 with 14,000 miles, and it was $94,000, fully loaded. That was 100. Well, how much did your dad pay for his, Timmy? Like 115, some shit like that. Yeah,
150. I mean, yeah, because most of the cars like something like that would at least sell right now for sticker, if not above
yeah,
sticker.
right. A used one would sell for original MSRP right now.
Yeah.
Now, granted, $94,000 is a fuckload of money. Let's not get
Yes.
it twisted. But
Right.
But if you get that, I'll get a Cayman.
But here's the thing: is that when I'm
We already
surrounded,
talked about this, Tim.
Mike, the same coworker that's like sitting next to me is tracking to hit 200K this year, doing the exact same job I'm doing. So like the money is potentially there, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, you know,
So you're
what?
saying at
Revmatch
the
podcast, so
maybe
we're
another
growing
year?
up.
I mean
Another
that's kind of like my like internal stretch goal for myself in the next 12 to 18 months is like get something super fucking baller.
Dude, let's go.
Like,
Welcome to
you know what I
Revmatch
mean?
Podcast. Where
The
we're
automotive
all gonna
podcast
get
where we're just
really
gonna
nice
ball the fuck
cars.
out. Started from the bottom over here, and also Chris drives a Tacoma.
Yeah, I'm
Sorry,
a
I started
mechanic.
it. My bad. I started it. I'm sorry.
Chris, where did you go?
Sorry.
Because just all this talk about expensive shit, and he's like, "I'm gonna take my $50,000 truck."
You know
So
why?
then-
It's because we're gonna
Go
start
on.
questioning him about his build that he probably hasn't even put a second thought into after he
I
sold the
know.
Mara right this second.
What?
He's
And-
probably just out here trying to
Yeah,
But
yeah.
my tailgate has cup holders.
Yeah, and I bought the fat pedal for it,
Bruh.
bruh.
I've spent so much money on that
Okay.
fucking truck.
Let's
Get off the truck.
wait,
We're not talking about a fucking truck.
Get your camera working again, and let's have this
Oh, let me
conversation.
see.
I want to look you in the eye when I shame you for how much money you've been spending on that truck.
Dude, I fucking love this thing.
Okay, what was wrong with the other lights over the Land Rover truck? It's got some dope ass wheels on it too. I'm just saying. I don't know why you're not swooping on that shit.
Oh, gross. No. Ew. Those lights are hella ugly. No. they're all
On the
they're
blue
hella-
one?
Yeah, they're hella big and round, like fucking the warning cones that you see on like the
Yeah,
hazard
they're
You couldn't sneak those wheels and tires off that thing?
Nah, I got plans. I got plans.
Didn't you order wheels already, or no?
No, I held off.
Oh, because you had to
saving
spend
up.
$4,000 on lights.
Well, yeah, there's that, and my next purchase probably be my most expensive one, which is a suspension.
My
excited.
favorite part is like
Wait.
like his message to the Discord before we go there,
Okay.
his message to
minute.
the Discord was my wheels are on the way.
They were.
That is true.
Well,
It wasn't I might be looking at
No, he
wheels.
said
It
they
was
were on the
my
way.
wheels
He
are
said-
on
it was
the way,
I was
but
I
now
was
he's
trying to
backed out.
convince myself to do it. that was the whole. The wheels are on the way. Like I'm convinced.
It's the same fucking conversation that Alex talked Chris off a fucking ledge supposedly about saying the fucking Camaro, and then all of a sudden Chris is like, "Oh yeah, no, the fucking Camaro's gone." We're all like, "What the fuck just happened, Chris?" Like,
Dude,
Speaking
I
of
was-
Captain Dumbass right here. How much money have you spent on the Elko? $0.
There's $1.50, and that was for the sticker gum I went to go pick it from the gas station. I was thinking about the El Camino though. That's the point.
Could you imagine the money that you spent on your truck and just dumping that in the Marrow?
Yeah, but the thing is, I was doing donuts in the woods in the Tacoma like this weekend. It was amazing.
we've lost.
That
Lost
sounds
Chris.
like the only donuts Chris has ever done.
Yeah.
No, I mean,
Damn.
hey, I mean, tires are expensive.
Trust me, I know.
So I just want to. Okay, wait up. Before we go any further, you said your
Wait
next most expensive purchase is going to be what?
My suspension.
Okay. Chris,
But-
correct me if I'm wrong. What's the one primary difference between a TRD Pro and a TRD Off-Road?
Thank you. Thank
The
you.
leather seats, the leather versus cloth seats, and you get the
And
sunroof.
what
There's a
else?
sunroof.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
There's
correct me
a
if I'm
grill
wrong.
that says
Wait,
Toyota on it.
Wait, correct
Yep.
me if I'm wrong. The TRD Off-Road has detachable sway bars. It has front and rear lockers. It just doesn't have one thing that the TRD Pro. Oh, right, it's the factory 2-inch lift. Yeah, that's what it is. The other $9,000 that you paid for the TRD Pro over the TRD Off-Road.
In his defense, we
No.
did have this conversation
No,
last
no.
podcast.
We did.
We did.
No, we
I
didn't.
wanted the best.
Okay, so he wants a bed so that he can take it.
Oh god damn it!
Oh,
froze.
damn it, Timmy.
Oh, I thought it was me.
Ah,
I thought it was me.
Timmy.
I thought it was me.
Timmy.
Oh my god, my shit go out.
Look at that.
Damn it.
Look at that
Screenshot.
pretty little face.
It looks like he's kind of praying, to be honest.
Notice me,
It doesn't
senpai.
even look like he's in the frame. Looks like it's a background. Like,
Oh, he
Oh,
got it.
there he goes.
Oh, there he
Bye.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
back.
there. Okay.
Oh,
And
great!
What
Now the
the
whole
hell
fucking.
just
Now we do
happened?
the music, the Discord musical chairs.
I don't know. You went like.
Dude,
You were-
that was.
you were stuck.
I feel like. Dude, I thought Alex was stuck. Alex was all looking at me like.
Oh, I thought he froze again when he did
I
that.
do.
That'd be great.
I was like, oh, this is about how it's about to be.
I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Good
So
luck,
anyway,
Chris.
Chris is stupid. He made a bad decision.
Okay, but what kind of suspension are you buying? Where are we going with this fucking truck?
And you're gonna do
'Cause
it on
I
stock
keep seeing,
wheels. You're gonna have like a 6-inch lift on
I
I
stock
keep
wheels.
seeing all of these fucking videos and shit you're posting on fucking IG. All these like, I ain't gonna lie about it, some of those trucks you've been posting are like dope as fuck.
Dude,
Like,
I'm
be-
trying.
like-
But that's gonna be your commuter truck?
Well, yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah. I'm still working out the logistics in that, but I mean, the
The
ultimate goal is to
Camaro,
get
the
me on
Camino is never getting built. I just want
It's
to
getting
know.
built.
No, it's
It's
not.
Never.
getting
It's
built.
never getting built.
Never.
Every
Eventually.
inch you raise
Hey.
and every mod you do lowers your gas mileage, getting that 35 miles to work.
And it's gonna, and all the things you loved about it being comfy to drive every day, and like, oh, you're gonna fucking ruin it. As well as your warranty on your like 7,000-mile truck.
I mean,
You
the
remember how
ultimate-
I told you I hated the way Andrew's 4Runner drove when I drove it to work the other day? Have fun.
It's gonna be
Oh
great.
yeah,
Because the
Oh,
ultimate
yeah.
goal is to go out in the middle of nowhere, have a fucking great time, and it's gonna be awesome.
What, once every
And then-
2 weeks?
And then,
Hey,
what
no,
about?
I mean, it's a fucking lifestyle. It's a fucking lifestyle with
Hey,
photography
hey,
and the
more-
whole
more-
overlanded thing. It's
more
gonna be
power
dope. It's
to
a
you.
lifestyle.
Stop trying to- you're
I
like
just
a
feel like I'm
walking Instagram
abandoned.
page. Get the fuck out of here.
I mean,
Fact. That's a fact.
I just feel like we've been abandoned. I thought you were a car lifestyle, and now you just don't even fucking care about it.
It is a car lifestyle, though.
It
It's not a car,
is.
it's a truck.
That's not a truck.
It's still a general consensus
vehicle
that I
lifestyle.
still enjoy modifying my vehicle.
That's fine, but the Revmatch, like, can you Revmatch in your TRD Pro? Can you
I mean-
Revmatch?
Same. It's yours is automatic, mine's automatic.
Whoa.
that was like-
Who's
you know
driving
what?
an
That was
automatic
like a-
here?
that was
I
like a
mean,
sub-
Timmy is. I'm not
That's what
giving
he
it
was
to
saying.
Timmy,
That's
but-
what he was. Yeah, I mean, that was like a pretty subtle diss right there.
Yeah,
It's
a
like-
little bit.
It's like your car drives itself too, bitch. Shut up.
Yeah.
Can you rev match to me?
I mean,
You
I
see-
could click a boop boop.
Yeah, it's not the same.
It's not
Not
a
the same,
beep
homie. It's not
Okay,
yeah, sorry,
but
Toggle
I'm
switch.
looking into
Is
a
Chris
manual
frozen?
transmission car.
Okay, fair enough.
So,
Chris
but yeah,
is
but then you're,
Look
but then
how
you're all,
pretty
but
it
you-
is.
but like
how
you're
pretty
also
he
gonna
is.
wait for a real like Timmy's also gonna be in the same dickhead position where you're about to have like a 600 wheel horsepower daily,
Heh.
and then you're like, oh, I'll solve that problem by buying a Porsche Cayman.
Right.
Right.
Daily.
Like the fuck.
Because you know how long that car would last stock? Let's be honest about it,
Oh,
Tim.
dude. Forever.
No, it wouldn't.
Cayman?
No.
Oh, the Audi?
No, the Cayman.
Either of them. None of them would be
You
stock.
say you would keep the Cayman stock now
Oh,
because
how-
you
I
don't
thought-
own it.
oh.
Because you don't own it, and once you drove
Right.
it every single day, you'd be like, "Oh, you know, it would be great if I sent
Prime
it to
example.
Ed, and then I had Ed tune it, and then I did this, and then I
No,
did
no,
that."
People
He can
don't
buy a-
modify their Caymans.
You can
The
buy a
fuck
Cobb
they don't.
access port for it.
No,
write you a
I'm
tune
getting
for
the
it.
4-liter that doesn't need anything.
Oh, you're getting the 4 there.
Oh, fucking
Yes.
famous last words, dude. It doesn't know. It's fine. Just leave it how it is. Who
All it
even-
needs. Oh,
Hi,
Chris said
Chris.
his power died.
Oh,
Cars out.
But yeah, we look really pretty on Twitch.
I know. I gotta fix that 1 second. There we go.
But I'm getting the 4-liter. All it needs is a better exhaust and some wheels, and that's it.
And some
I
wheels.
don't-
And
Suspension.
suspension.
Yeah, I
And
will.
maybe a
No,
blower.
it doesn't need suspension.
like-
Why the fuck would it need suspension?
I mean,
'Cause it's a
Ed
Cayman.
changed the suspension on his Cayman.
His
And he's-
Cayman is 3 years old and not a GTS.
I'm gonna tell him
So-
you said that.
That's fine. He can hear me say it. Mine will have the upgraded Porsche active suspension management.
It's
Oh,
had that
God.
shit. It had PASM.
Yeah,
Yo,
but his is a
speaking
base.
like
Mine has the GTS shit.
first of all, yours doesn't have anything because that shit doesn't exist. Second of all,
No, there's a code for it. There's a code. You can look it up.
He did actually build a code and send it to me. I ain't
It
gonna lie about it.
exists. I already got.
okay, I've built like
Numbers.
6 911s. It doesn't mean I own a 911, motherfucker. It's not the same.
Damn.
Speaking of which,
Just saying.
I really wanted 992 GTS like super bad. Like that thing's
I
fucking
want
sick.
one of those. I want a Taycan Sport Turismo. Or the Taycan Cross Turismo.
Yeah, I love that Porsche's like, you know what? Fuck it, fast wagons.
Yep. I love it.
I love that shit.
Well, the platform's already there because look at like the RS6 or the
Yes.
yeah.
I was reading some shit that like it was something about like the RS7 being the better RS6. I gotta reread it, but
It's
Well, it's
amazing
more of a
going
performance
from
car, I feel like.
from Porsche to Audi and to watch kind of like we've touched on the podcast about how like the brands like intertwine and how much they pull from different sectors of each brand to put into each car. Like it's did I tell you we got the e-tron RS, right? And
yeah, and it's
Johnny was
funny. Yeah.
Johnny was doing the PDI on it, right? And so you got to check all like the toolkits and everything. Pulls the toolkit out and it says fucking Porsche on the toolkit.
Oh,
I've never seen a
That's
Porsche
dope.
branded thing in another
in Audi,
car.
yeah.
I've always
That was
seen
visible like that, right? Because like you'll pull
yeah,
the door
absolutely.
panels
Like you
off
pulled it
and
out and
like
like the toolkit literally said Porsche on it. You're like, what?
Because like I've seen dudes rip
What?
Audis apart and like shit will say Volkswagen or it'll say Porsche on it or whatever, right? Because it's just they're not gonna make a new part number. But
Right.
like yeah, but just to have something that's visible like that. I've
Yeah.
also heard that the two cars are actually pretty dissimilar. Like in
In
terms
what
of
the e-tron and the
in terms of handling dynamics.
Are you
Like
talking
the
about the
e-tron,
e-tron and the Taycan?
yeah, like the e-tron apparently is a little softer and rolls a bit more versus the Taycan, which is
I
like
could see that.
tuned to
I
be
could
a
see
bit
that.
flatter.
I've driven both. I
I've
could
driven
see
a
that.
Taycan. I haven't driven an e-tron.
The
I
the
mean,
RS
you
the
have to
RS
get
I mean
the dynamic chassis control in the Taycan if you want to have the 0-degree body roll.
The fact that
which
that's a
is
thing that on a spreadsheet that you can sell, right?
It makes
Oh, the
it
body-
magnetic suspension.
Right. The body doesn't roll. What? It just doesn't. It doesn't move. You know, it just stays flat. Why? Because all the weight's
Yeah.
at the bottom.
What do you mean it doesn't move? Yeah,
I'm saying it doesn't. Yeah, it just doesn't do
yeah,
this. It
it,
just
it
does
doesn't
this.
when you're
It
turning
just-
you don't move. The
It
car
just does this.
Yeah.
And
That's
that's like
that turn at the end of Granite Drive going around Target.
yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
Taycan turn right there.
I used to take
That's
that
the
shit.
every
At,
car turn.
I used to take that shit at 80 and SVRs and scare the shit out of customers.
Hell yeah.
When you're in a 6,000-pound SUV taking a corner like that at 80 miles an hour, like, nah, it's gonna be fine. And the fucking thing's doing this shit, and it's like you're slowly leaning over. Like, yeah, it's good. Don't worry about it.
Got it. We got it. It's got
Yeah.
good tires. We're fine.
But the funny part was we weren't supposed to because they're SVRs, but I take SVRs over the track in the back. Right? So I take them over the crazy like cambered turn. Like, oh hey, look at the freeway and oncoming traffic, and then look at the sky, and then look at the water, and then all this shit. And then now with wet tires, we're gonna take a turn at 80 miles an hour. Like,
We got this.
sold a lot of cars that way. So I'm gonna say
Yeah.
scaring the shit out of customers is an effective tool.
Oh yeah.
They love that shit.
That's actually a fact.
I actually have never seen this 5-liter autobiography Range Rover come back, but the customer would always complain about the drivability, like off the line drivability, and I was just like, that's kind of
The
weird.
fuck?
Let's go for a road test, right? I took this older couple for a road test, and I had pulled over down Granite, and then I stabbed it, and then like the look on, the husband was sitting in the passenger seat, the wife was sitting in the back seat, and I just mirror checked the wife, look over at the husband, and they're just like, what the fuck? Like, didn't know my car can do this.
Yeah.
And then hit that turn. I think I was like 75-ish,
Yeah.
whatever it was. And like the look on their faces were just like, oh my God, this car is like fucking amazing.
Yeah. It's like, no, you're
Turn.
just driving it wrong.
Yeah. And they didn't understand, like, if you're in drive, the car start like I think every modern car starts off in second gear.
Yeah.
Right. And after I showed him in sport mode, dynamic, and all that other stuff, I don't think I've seen the car since.
Yeah, people don't
Like-
know how their cars work. They spend all this money
They
and
had-
shit. Yeah.
Yeah,
I wonder who the salesperson was.
no
Probably
idea.
you.
This is
Um,
probably Alex.
It probably was me that says something. Here you go, you old fuck. Enjoy the car.
Enjoy it. I know you're not gonna drive it how you should, so I'm not gonna fucking show you shit.
No, I always used to like if people were, I wouldn't let the customers drive the car off the lot. Like, I'm gonna do a quick demonstration and I'll let you fucking take over, right? So I'd take them out on granite and I'd literally just stop. And I'd be like, you guys like buckled up, everybody cool? All right, sweet. And I just fucking gun it, right? And just go for it all the way up to like San Domingo or whatever the fuck that side street is. And I'd be like, does anybody get car sick? Does any whatever? No, cool. And then I'd run it up to 60 and slam on the brakes and fucking jam the wheel back and forth like this. And they'd fucking do all this shit, whatever. And I was like, you notice how the car didn't flop around? I was like, you notice how it didn't feel like it was gonna tip over? It was like, this is a 6,000 pound SUV. I was like, and it handles like a fucking car. So they go from being scared to pissed that I just did that, and then like, oh shit, all right. And then I'd go and fucking flip it around and let them drive it. And
Man, I should have taken fucking sales lessons from you. That sounds really fun.
oh, dude, yeah, I fucking used to. I took Zach showed me that. Zach taught me the test drive, and if
I
Zach
love
could do
Zach.
anything, Zach could sell a fucking car, dude. Like, that motherfucker
Yes, he
Yeah.
could. Dude, his just
Sucks at me
demonstration
and dick,
of the
too.
body
What?
lines.
could.
I saw him a couple weeks ago.
He's doing real estate now, right?
Yeah, he's doing
Yeah.
great too.
Fucking
Yeah.
good for him, dude.
Yeah.
He was a shit sales manager, but a great human. Shit sales
Still a great
manager.
human.
Well,
Heck,
most
yeah.
of them are, so
Mhm.
it's fine.
Except for Rich and Nicole, get fucked. Anyway,
Ayo.
Ayo.
just saying, fuck you guys.
Didn't they get fired too?
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Yeah, we talked about this fuck guys.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Oh,
I
no,
don't
but it
remember
always
people I
brings a
don't care
smile to
about.
my face. We were talking,
That
like
was
talking
the-
about Santa Claus or brownies. You know what I'm saying? Just makes you feel all warm and fuzzy inside. You know?
Oh.
Good times. Mike, have you done anything to your cars lately? No?
I got PS4s delivered today at work,
There you go.
Nice.
and we're gonna get new PS4s on it, and then it's gonna go up to M45 for an alignment.
Okay, no joke.
see.
The other day, he texted me and was like, "Dude, I can get PS4s at my work for like $250 or some shit." And I was
240.
like, "Give me the PS5 because if you can get a PS5 for $250, like buy me one too."
You're so fucking
I
stupid.
totally forgot.
Okay,
About
and
tires.
let me no. Let me put this into my perspective. Timmy and I have been chatting on the side
All week.
unequivocally about tires and what is coming for his car. And I'm like, oh, and I'm trying to get hooked up because you got to hook up on tires. I'm like, hey, get me hooked up. Like, what's going on? Da, da, da. And I looked at work and I was like,
Marijuana affects the memory.
like, oh my god, Tim! Like, when he said
you
that
can
to me
get
at
a
work, I
PS5
literally
for
saw it on my
$250.
Apple Watch and I read it and I was like, you motherfucking idiot! And I just like went about the rest of my day. Like, I didn't even respond. Like, and then like I think hours later, I was like, "You're a dumbass."
That's
PS4
so fucking
tires.
That's so fucking on brand too.
But anyways, I got PS4s delivered at work, and then it's gonna go up to M45, get an alignment, and then we're gonna talk about E85.
Yeah.
Nice.
So,
Hell yeah.
there
That's what's
could
up.
be there could be E85 and the STI with a tune in the works for that car.
Give an
So.
STI an extra like 20 horse.
Yeah, I know. I know. It'll be enough to try to pull me closer to Timmy in the mountains. That's all I care about.
Yeah.
Because he's gonna fucking outrun the fuck out of me now.
Yeah.
Although I don't know.
Muted.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
I mean, like I
take me
said,
with you.
you
But,
got you got lightness on your side, but he's
Alex
not
is
like-
muted.
Alex
Am I
can't
muted?
hear me, but he's muted.
I'm
Look at him looking
muted.
around.
He's like, oh fuck. Oh shit.
Oh, look who done it. Look who done it.
I'm so excited to go back into the mountains with sticky tires. Like, but dude, now I have 20s. Like, I'm not ready. I don't know.
You gotta take that slow, homie.
This is a problem. Can you hear me now?
There it
I
is.
can hear you.
There
There
it
you go.
is.
There you go.
So I was like, do I have to leave the chat because that causes giant issues?
Like, oh no. And here's how we're gonna end it.
That's gonna be a problem. No, I think your new. Did you do an alignment or anything? When's the last time you did an alignment on that car?
No,
talked
I've
about
never
this.
done an
He's
alignment.
never
Okay,
aligned
so
his
you
car.
need to go do you need to get your fenders rolled and you do an alignment on that car.
I'm having Dustin do an alignment on my car.
You should just bag it.
But he paid
Do
all the
it.
extra
Do
money for
it.
that suspension.
Yeah,
That's like the whole Chris argument. Which you fucking flaked out on because your camera froze and power went out.
Dude.
Yeah,
My circuit's
His
been fucked
power
up.
went out.
Yeah, bullshit.
Dude, no, my circuit's been fucked up for like the last 3 weeks. Like
Uh-huh.
they're still trying to find the short.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Shorts and
So
Dustin's
pretty
favorite.
much-
let's get back to the subject real quick. What is the fucking plan for this Elko? Because I like, do you have
He
anything that's
doesn't
clear
have
cut
any
and dry,
fucking- No, he doesn't have anything. He doesn't. He just wants
or
to
is it
build
just
a
all
Tacoma.
bullshit?
I'm just
I've
kind
been
of
busy at work.
I'm busy at work.
I'm sorry, I made his excuse for him. My bad.
Thanks, Tim.
You spent $3,200
Douche.
on lights.
Well, yeah, lights, rack.
You clearly research
Wait,
those lights, so you
but-
clearly have
but
time to
I
research
have a
those shit.
serious question. Exactly how many times have you four-wheeled at night?
Wait, I didn't hear that. What?
How many times have you four-wheeled at night?
Oh,
Yeah.
like, not yet. Not yet.
Because
Not yet.
the lights, bro. Yeah.
It's to prepare yourself for it. Plus, it'll
The
look
lights
really,
are an image. The lights
It'll
are
look-
an
It'll
image.
look really cool. Yeah, okay.
it'll look very
It'll look
visually
so
appealing.
good. So good.
It looks so good in the parking lot, nice and shiny.
Yeah,
But it
how
looks
else-
like it can go off road. It's so
it's the holidays.
fun.
How
When
else
did-
am I
so-
supposed to
so-
traverse the mall?
So,
It's-
yeah,
yeah.
When do the American Force wheels come in? When do those come
It's
in?
a
Oh.
pavement princess.
Of course, they would be methods.
Christ.
You
No.
don't put like some Rohanas on it?
Well,
Oh,
no.
God.
So, no, I've been planning trips and shit. Like, it's dope. Like, I'm embracing this whole off-road lifestyle, and being able to shoot in the woods, like in the middle of BLM land, is dope to me too. Like, it's another outlet for now. It's another outlet for now.
I think it's dope though. I think it's dope. You got into that just genre of cars, right? Because we're all speed, fast, sticky tires,
Yeah, and you
low
just want to be
suspension.
slow as fuck. It's cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I mean, I'm planning.
Alex,
off-road
that's nothing
training.
new to
Like,
him. He's always
it's a
slow as
trade-off.
fuck.
I
He's always
was.
slow as fuck.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Yeah, it's like me and Timmy are the slowest ones in the group.
Pretty much.
Accurate statement.
This feels like that scene in 8 Mile. That's all I'm gonna say.
I've never seen it.
I haven't watched the movie either.
You have never seen 8 Mile?
Look at
No.
all three of them are pissed.
What is wrong with you?
Calm down, boomers.
My wife is in the other wing of the house yelling, "What the fuck is wrong with the both of you? Because you haven't seen 8 Mile."
Slim
I'm
Shady,
not
but I
even
never
kidding.
Cared for the movie. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
it's not my shit.
She's
I'll be like,
freaking
"Mm."
out the fuck out here. I can hear her.
What the fuck you mean you don't know what 8 Mile?
I'm pretty sure she's watching the fucking stream, freaking out the fucking both of you.
It's not my fault.
That's it. This is the last episode of the show, guys. It's been a great run.
That's it.
You've never seen 8 Mile?
Fuck, have
Oh my
you
God.
never seen
That's
8
like a
Mile?
cultural experience. How do you not see 8 Mile?
Okay, all right.
I don't know.
listen,
Maybe I grew
listen,
up Mormon.
listen.
I wasn't allowed to watch rated R movies when that shit came out.
Yeah,
You're in
I-
high
Man,
school.
there was a fucking lot to unpack. there.
Mormon in fucking high school.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
He was too
You
busy.
didn't
soaking
sneak other
with the
shit
football
around,
team.
Timmy.
I was too busy forcing the Book of Mormon on other people.
Just leisurely soaks. Leisurely soaks.
Oh,
At least she's
shit.
honest about it.
Yo, I told my boss about that shit the other day, and I blew his mind. He's like, "That's not real." I was like, "I have it on good authority. That is, in fact, a thing." Yes.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I do have one like pop, and I guess it's kind of selfish. And I've been trying to figure it out is to really start with where do I start with the GTR? I like
85.
What did you say?
45.
where
E85.
Oh, E85.
I don't know where to start with the GTR.
Okay, let me tell you what I would do with the GTR, and then you
Okay.
can do with that
Nothing.
what you will. Okay.
Okay.
It's got wheels on it, which is great. I would go through the suspension, check the bushings, do all that shit.
Yeah.
Put a newer, refreshed set of coilovers on it. Do some sway bar stuff. I would then, so then it sits right. Then I would go to the engine bay because you've got some shit that's just kind of loose. It's just old. It's a 25-year-old car, right? Clean up the engine bay a little bit, make it look nice. Maybe put a nice in. You just put an intake on it, right?
Yeah, it's got an HKS take on it now.
Okay, perfect. So leave that alone. Clean shit up, make it pretty. Then I would do the outside. So I just kind of clean up, straighten everything out, make sure all the panels fit nice, everything looks good. Maybe throw a cool JDM lip kit on it, something like that. Find some kind of rare, but not stupid expensive because you know how fast that shit goes.
Dude,
and then,
I fell in love with that 400R fucking lip, but that's
very grande. Fucking,
Whoa,
yeah.
Jesus.
You don't want that heat. You don't want that fucking smoke. And then
No,
real
because I'll
talk,
cry when I wreck it.
And then after that, I would do interior. So I would do a short shifter. I do a new shift knob. I do a sick JDM fucking steering wheel with like a Workspo quick release, like a Vertex wheel or something like that.
Yeah.
And a fatty set of Bride Lomaxes.
Dude, okay, so I don't know if I told you guys about the used JDM parts guy that sells seats and wheels. That's all he does.
Yep.
He just posted a set of those, and I was
I
was an itch away from buying that.
with the carbon
because
backs,
those were
or like
beyond
the
clean.
Mazzioro like sparkly backs are fucking sick as fuck.
It was carbon.
Yeah, the carbons are sick too. And then the last thing I would do is I would get a set of Nismo LMs wheels for that.
The LMGs.
Yeah, the 5-spoke Nismo wheels.
Do you want to know how much those are?
Oh, I know exactly how much they are, but you
How
drive
much are
a
they?
Skyline. And it's like $6,000 a set.
No.
Is it more?
No. Yeah. It depends on which wheel you're talking about, but what's famous for the R33s is the LMG wheel, but it's like a white with the chrome finish.
LMG T4.
Yes. I'm pretty sure TJ Hunt just picked up a set of those for like 10 or 12 G's, and they need to be redone.
Ooh.
Like they're curb rash, they're fucked up. Like that's a very like sought after wheel because it's a very rare wheel for that car apparently.
I mean, I think you can get the black ones pretty consistently.
You can get they're like, so I'm part of a couple of Facebook groups, and the Facebook groups do group buys for it.
Yeah.
Last group buy was, I think, just wheels, no tires. I think was around 5,500 to $6,000.
Well,
Yeah,
these are in stock here, and they're $500 a wheel.
Holy shit!
19 by.
Are they real ones though?
Yeah, Nismo raised. Yeah, these are real. And these are
Wonder what they
19 by 10 and a
Mike,
half.
buy them right now.
Buy them
Right now.
Uh,
The end of the
19 by
month
10
is
and a half
now.
would look
You know when you're gonna get paid.
Yeah, no, I yeah, no. Sorry, I got other things to pay for.
I think the black would look crispy on the silver.
I love my wheels, and
Well, I mean,
I
you
think
guys
they're
see our
super
Kawamis,
gangster.
They're fucking sick, yeah.
Correct, but like,
Too much silver.
kind of.
He's getting powder coated though.
It's true.
I would
That's
say
true.
that would be like, or you go the opposite route and you triple chrome them, and just go fucking super baller because that shit would look fat as fuck.
We've been on triple chrome like all year. Like I need someone to do it. It'd be so dope.
Why do I gotta be the guy to do it?
Because I'm
Fuck.
not getting triple chrome wheels on Texas roads. Like that's not. It's not happening.
And then I think the first thing I was gonna do was tires on it, just because it's got these bullshit all season 275 ride fucking hard as fuck kind of tires.
Put the Michis on it.
Put the Michelin's on it. Always.
Put
Do you
the
understand
Michis.
Do you understand how much a 295 all the way around
Is it
is?
295 or 275?
I can run a 295.
Oh,
2,500.
It's $1,400. Don't let him fucking fuck with you. It's $1,400.
Wait, that's fucking Porsche pricing from fucking Chris Kidd. So
What do you mean?
No,
$4,000
it's-
drive shop.
yeah, it's like it's still like 1,600 or 1,700 bucks for tires. I think on that
Listen,
thing.
I'm gonna say something to you that you're not gonna want to hear this. You're not gonna want to hear this, but it needs to be said. You bought a Skyline.
Yeah.
Suck it the fuck up.
Well, yeah, I'm not complaining about it. I'm just
You
saying.
either live the life and spend the money or sell the car. Because you
Just
cannot
tune it and be happy.
You know what I'm saying is like if you're gonna mod a Skyline, you cannot half step it.
No, absolutely not. Well, that's the thing is the Skyline is never going to go anywhere. Like I'm not going to sell it. I'm not going to get rid of it unless it gets wrecked. Like it's not going to go anywhere. So
Yo, I'm going to say one thing though. You really fucked me up with that Stagia you sent me today.
I can't hear you.
I feel like your mic keeps cutting out.
It keeps cutting in and out.
I think it's whatever was making it.
Did you say a Stagio? Like what he just sent us, the wagon thing?
How does that sound? Is that better?
There you go.
Yeah.
Yes,
Stagia.
because that's what he wants.
He sent
That
me
is
one
a
that's already built.
Skyline RB26 twin turbo R34 conversion front end, 34 Gs.
44 Gs.
Thanks,
also,
Kevin.
yeah, Kevin's here, and he said Kyle's mustache. Did you send me that on Instagram? Is that where you sent me that? Or did you text
No,
that to me?
I know it's on Facebook because I just screenshot it and sent it to you.
Okay, yeah, I can't bring that up, but yeah, it's silver, and it's a wagon, and it's an R34 front end on a wagon, and it's got an RB26, and it's a wagon, and it's a wagon.
Did I mention the tank is the tank?
Is that, dude? Listen, I love
Tim, that's like you and I going out and buying what is that 2008 to 12 STI
Hatchback.
hatchback. Like that. That's exactly what that is.
Except it's got a straight six twin turbo, and it's a wagon.
Wagon.
Well, they don't make an STI wagon anymore, so
It's a wagon.
wagon.
I'm just saying, dude, like a built like big single RB26 fucking Stagia with an R34 front end is the only thing you have to do is you have to do the 6-speed conversion because I think they only came in 5 speeds, but that's like not a huge deal.
Whatever. Yeah. No big
I think it's a bolt-in tranny and a different drive shaft, main drive shaft.
You can get
Not
one
a-
out of a 34.
Yeah, exactly. Not a huge, or a 33 or a 32 or fucking whatever, right? It's all the same shit. So not a huge problem. But he sent me that shit. And I was like, dog, because for whatever reason, the Stagias are so much cheaper than the Skylines.
And nobody wants a wagon
because they're stupid.
Because other than us.
If you prefer the coupe, if you listen, I don't know. I'm gonna make a very hard stance. If there's a wagon version of a car and that's not the one you want, you're fucking wrong. Period. Every time.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit.
I would absolutely get like an S4 wagon, like an RS4.
Dude, the RS3 wagon. I don't know if you guys seen that. Oh my god,
it looks so sick.
So gangster, bro. So gangster.
Have you seen the new?
Perfect size.
Have you seen that they're making the new M3, which I objectively hate the front end on, but they're making a wagon and it doesn't look bad because it cures all the stupid roofline problems that those new M cars have, and like it just looks good. And I'm like, oh yeah, the States isn't getting it. And I'm like, oh cool. Oh yeah, it's getting fucked again because people would rather buy a goddamn RSQ8.
Dude,
that thing does slap though. That thing does slap.
I would love an RSQ8.
Yeah, but what do you want to do to it? You want to slam it and make it a wagon?
Isn't that on the same platform as
the man's got a point? The man's got a point.
Does it say what? Kyle, what'd you say?
Isn't that on the same platform as the Urus?
They're basically the same car.
Yes. The same as the Cayenne turbo coupe.
That car is a Cayenne coupe turbo
with a body kit,
or
and a different interior.
Or Lamborghini.
It's the same chassis as a Urus, the same chassis as the RSQ8. It's the same chassis as the Cayenne.
Really like the Urus. I really like that car.
Urus.
I really like. It's called You're in America, asshole. It's not called an estate. It's not a fucking saloon either. Right?
It's a saloon.
That's a bar where you punch people in the face, not a car.
Welcome to America, motherfucker.
Right. I'm the captain now. I don't even know what I was saying. He got me so upset. I'm just so flustered.
Talking about the Lamborghini.
Oh no, it's like, cool. It looks good. Know. Listen, like I love those things. I love them with the RDB wide body kits when they're lowered a little bit. I think they look fucking sick. I think it looks like I don't know. It looks aggressive. It's cool. It makes cool noises. The interior is very Lambo. It's very Lambo on the inside. It's got enormous brakes. enormous brakes. It comes with 23-inch wheels from the factory, which is the most asinine thing I've ever seen in my life. Yeah, it's so Lambo, right? It's just like over the top. It's like the Murcielago of fucking crossovers, right? It's just big and fucking stupid and doesn't need to exist, but we love it anyway.
He said a wagon is drawn by horses.
A wagon? Nothing is drawn by
Volvo
horses because they
T5
don't have
mid-90s.
opposable thumbs, so they can't hold pencils. Fuck off. And you would know that if you got, never mind. I was going to say an American education, but everybody knows that's objectively worse. So,
Oh my god.
he is right about one thing though. Fucking mid-90s Volvo wagons were the shits. The all-wheel drive fucking straight fives, the straight 5 turbo.
Was that the
V70?
V70Rs?
Yeah. These are the shit.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Yeah.
Volvos just don't get enough love. Volvos don't get enough love, period. Even new Volvos. New Volvos are so nice. They're so nice.
Yeah.
Like,
I was having the conversation the other day with a customer where remember when Garrett got his Volvo? Were you there for that, Chris? Excuse me, Tim?
No.
So Garrett Fee's got the new, what is it, the big SUV. What's the big SUV they have?
XC90.
Yeah.
So he got the
super nice.
When Nancy used to
Oh
drive.
my god, like
so nice.
And he got the stupid lease deal. It was like 1 year, unlimited mileage. They paid your insurance
and your
and
maintenance.
your
maintenance, and it was like
they do a subscription
$300.
thing. Yeah, they do
It was like $300, and like that car was gorgeous. It drove nice.
The
it had
seats
great
are
power.
so comfy. The seats are so comfy.
like
because you
and
know
like
why?
Volvo
They're
gets
designed
fucking,
by a fucking chiropractor. They're designed by like a spinal surgeon.
I don't
Designed
understand
the
why
seats.
Volvo doesn't get more love. Like I don't like they have
Because they're-
performance packages on their
They're
cars. And,
perceived
like,
to
they're
be
not
boring.
slow.
They're still
The
perceived to be boring.
Polestar.
Yeah,
Polestar kits
I mean,
are shit.
Yeah, I mean, you can get a car from Volvo pushing almost 400 horsepower.
They made a wagon that was 403 horsepower for a little while.
Right.
correct.
Crazy.
It was the S60. Yeah, it was the S60 Polestar Plus, and it was like 403 fucking horsepower.
Yeah, people sleep on them, dude.
And it's like, dude, what the fuck's that? Volvo's out. Like, we're all like, oh, there's no fast wagons. Volvo's like, hey, guys, we are over here. Like, do you not see us?
Right.
We are the wagon.
We try,
You
we
ask
try.
for us the wagon, and we make
Hello.
the wagon, and nobody buys it. You know.
They're slept on, man. I saw one the other day, and I was just like, dude, like the body lines and like the ass end, the side, the whole front end, like the Volvo looks great, dude. Like
They're fucking great cars. Like,
Yeah.
even like the S. So they do like the hybrid. So it's like you can get the T8 S80, right? So it's like a 4-cylinder hybrid powertrain. Whatever fucker makes like 500 foot-pounds of torque and like 400 horsepower
right.
out of a 4-banger and a hybrid powertrain, and it looks I mean, it doesn't sound great, right? Whatever, but
Who cares?
they're super nice on the inside. They drive amazing. They corner flat. The interior is stupid comfortable. It's fast as fuck, and it's like 65 G's.
Right.
It's not even dumb expensive.
That's not bad.
No,
That's
it's
not
bad
fucking
at all.
stupid, and they look
You
cool
probably
and they
get
look different.
Stupid lease for that, like
It's stupid.
Well, and
these
it
days. Why did I
almost
just go
right.
buy a
reminds
Volvo?
me of
I
like
should go buy
a-
Volvo.
right.
Well,
Volvo
like
gang.
the Audi front ends, like with the lights and everything, how it all like lights up.
You know what? You know what they
kinda
call that? You know what they call that graphic? You know what they call it? They call it fucking Thor's hammer. That's what it's called.
Yeah, that's
What?
amazing.
There's nothing more badass than that. Period.
Oh my god. Who the
100%.
fuck is this guy with the estate?
It's Kevin from
That's
Rover.
Kevin.
Kevin!
From Range
From
Rover.
Rover.
The old finance guy from Range Rover.
What? No
Yeah.
way.
You didn't know that was
What?
Kevin?
No, how am I gonna know? Everybody's just like, it's Kevin.
That's his IG.
His name is
Fuck
Big
back.
Parcel because he's
Yeah,
big.
big.
I was thinking of like a UPS package.
He's big,
Big
and sexy.
package. Hey.
His last name is Park.
Hey,
You almost
Hey.
got the joke. You were so close. We were
Hey.
right there. First, also, have you seen his Land Cruiser?
Fucking sick.
no.
That
Yep.
thing's fucking sick.
Bro,
The
you haven't
blue
seen
one?
his Land?
Pull
Yes.
it up. Pull it up.
I'm gonna pull it up. We should have Kevin on to just tell the story about the
Oh
Jack
my
Land
God.
Cruiser
That'd be
because
fun.
it's so fucking good.
You
dude.
know Kevin would be down.
Of course you would. We wouldn't be able
I
to get
have
him to
a
shut
large
up.
package.
We wouldn't be able to get him to shut up for like 2 hours. It'd be great. So this, let me see if I can get it. All right, here, let's do this. That's the wrong one. I clicked the wrong. Sorry,
the R.
everybody. There we go. Hey.
Oh yeah, he's down.
All right.
Yeah.
Dude.
Check this shit out.
Isn't it pretty?
I think it's so nice.
Dude, hell yes.
So I think we'd be cool if we had him on. Not because obviously we have old boy from ATB coming on, the next episode or whatever. But
Really?
but yeah,
Dude,
this is
that
how
is
we
so
this is
sick.
how we found it.
Yeah.
Just
Look at the
chilling.
window sticker on this thing, bro. It had like every fucking option they could.
Mhm. And here's the craziest part. Kevin, it would probably be the week of the 28th of December.
Oh my god! So I'm on Volvo's like website right now.
They're amazing.
No, you can get. Oh, that's all electrified. So they have like every model
Yeah.
in EV. Every model.
Yeah, they're going full electric. They don't give a fuck. So here's
Yeah.
just not to spoil the potential episode with Kevin on, but he bought that fucker for $2,500.
What?
Yeah.
It was not. It was like not running. It sat for a while or some.
He got
shit
it
like
running
that.
for $1,500.
Yeah.
Wow.
That truck's probably worth 40 right now.
Yeah.
Easy.
That's
Yeah.
fucking awesome.
Yeah. And
So
Kevin, you're
you-
what, like 15, 20 into it right now, something like that? But even
That's
still, if you're
so
20,
sick.
if you're $25,000 into a fucking FJ60, you're winning so hard.
Yeah. Yeah. That truck. I mean that thing is super nice.
Oh, I just love the way Alex blinks his eyes.
He just got offered $60K for that thing.
Oh, dude. He said he's in at 25.
25K.
Wow.
Damn.
Damn.
That's fucking wild, dude.
That's a toughie, man.
Nah, he'll never sell that thing.
You
But
should.
it's kind of like me and like the Skyline. The problem with like you find these older cars and you buy them for dirt cheap. They're not
Mhm.
dirt cheap, but you just buy them in general. Try to go replace it now. Like it's dumb expensive, but
no,
you're
it's
not
the
going to
worst.
buy the same
Yeah.
thing.
It's the
Yeah, it's
worst
not worth
time. I
it.
don't know. It's the worst time to try to do anything.
Yeah.
Objectively, just like the worst time to try to buy anything. Like right now, I could get out of, I could get out of my STI and probably make like $4,000, $4 grand.
Yeah.
But it's like, what am I gonna buy? The fuck am I gonna go buy?
GTI.
Dude. Oh, that manual dark blue GTI
Yeah.
that's on the lot right now is a photo.
I'm not doing it.
Oh, man.
I'm not doing it.
That looks nice.
Okay, so I'm
But
on
we already
Volvo's
got a
website.
quote in the group here.
Oh, you can't get just like a regular. Okay, so yeah, they have the plug-in hybrid V60. It starts
they're-
at $67,000.
They're going all electric.
Yeah, they are. They
Everybody's-
said they were going to do that, which is funny because they have Polestar, which is like their all-electric brand. Damn, we didn't even talk about. We haven't even talked about all the new crazy shit that comes out. Yeah, so 67 grand, a hybrid fucking car, 0 to 60, hybrid wagon, 0 to 60 in 4.3.
Jesus.
That's awesome.
Basically an STI.
That's nuts.
It's faster than an STI, actually.
Oh, yeah. STI is 4.7.
Yeah.
Oh,
But this is
Kevin
objectively
went to
way
the new
nicer.
IS500.
I mean, the only new shit that I really have been up to speed, obviously, has been Land Rover.
Yeah,
The
which that
new-
new
the
range
new-
is fucking ridiculous.
The new Range Rover is awesome. Yeah, it's. I mean, they're trying to compete with like Maybach and Bentley and the AMG G series. Like they. I mean, the rear center console's got like a touchscreen, so like the car's got all-wheel drive or all-wheel steering.
Oh, did they do 4-wheel steer?
Yeah, so which is cool at low speeds. Obviously, you know, just like the what is it, the Hummer?
They
That
can crab
is-
walk?
Not necessarily. It's like 7.5 degree of turning the way it works.
Okay.
So, which is pretty cool. At slow speeds, it'll turn. The wheels will turn opposite, and then at high speeds you want them to turn at the same rate,
For
right?
quick lane changes, yeah.
Right. So the technology is great. We'll see if it works.
I mean, it's so here. Well, here's the other thing, real quick. The engine that's in that new Rover is the same engine that's in the F90 M5.
Yes, sir.
What?
So theoretically, you could have a 900 horsepower Range Rover.
What?
It's the 4.4. It's the 4.4
twin turbo V8.
Twin turbo. Yeah.
So yeah, so theoretically, with a tune, you could be pushing, anywhere from 750 to 900 horsepower.
Yeah,
depending on what the drivetrain can handle.
Hey, mind you, from the factory, that 4.4 will go 0 to 60 in 4.4 seconds.
In the Rover?
In the Rover. You're talking about
6,000 pound Rover.
6,000 plus pound Range Rover will go 0 to 60 in 4.4 seconds.
What?
So here's the thing, and Kevin is in the chat, and he brings up an interesting point. He says, Rover's behind the times. They missed the boat because Rivian, as I've already expounded on how much I love Rivian, are killing the fucking game because that car is infinitely off-road capable just by nature of the fact that there's nothing on the bottom. You have all the suspension travel in the world.
Right.
You don't need lockers when you can power each wheel speed individually and tune it infinitely, whatever. Notwithstanding, Rovers do ridiculous shit off-road. They always have. When they work, they're basically unbeatable off-road. It's fucking stupid. This shit.
Right.
And I don't know if I've told this story, but we went, when they sent us to Defender training, when the new Defender was coming out, they sent us to La Quinta, right? And we spent 3 days out there, which was sick. They put us up at a casita. Everybody got their own little casita thing. Turns out those fuckers are $1,500 a night. It was tight.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, it was unlimited alcohol. We're in the desert. We're drinking, whatever. It was fucking great.
You sales boys always get.
Dude, I know we get juice. It was tight. But one of the days we were literally out in the desert for 8 hours, just driving around, and the Defender's off road. And so we go through rocks. We go through, straight dunes, super loose sand, whatever, right? And the fuckers, and then we're hauling ass through some flat pack sand or whatever is tight. And we're all in fucking Defenders, and they've got snorkels and 33-inch, 35-inch tires, and blah, 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 all this shit. You know what was leading the pack? The pack? Yeah, it was a Range Rover on 22s.
Yeah,
bro. I still to this day remember being out on the trail. I was doing warranty for Land Rover, and I got to go out on the trail with a whole group of people and all this stuff. I was in a Range Rover Sport.
Mm-hmm.
In the middle of the wilderness.
On street tires.
On street tires.
Yeah.
On 20s, I think at that point.
Mm-hmm.
2 wheels. AC on. Radio blasting. In the middle of the fucking wilderness. Just off-road like it was fucking nothing. And it was just oh yeah. No problem. I got you.
We do not care. Yeah, that's
yeah. Fuck you.
No,
I
mean, the car, care. Theoretically, and I only see the bad when the Range Rovers come in, right?
Yeah, of course.
Just like any dealership, they only see the bad,
right?
Except for when that uncommon, the car's just coming in for a service, whatever. Capability wise, out of the box, Range Rover can moderately rock crawl, overland like a sumbitch. You clean it up, and you could take it to a Premier, right? The car looks great. It's just overall
they're always 90% there. Always.
It's it's I always see the 10% every single day. The complaints that I have isn't really safety wise, right? It's just always a fucking check engine light every day, right? And that check engine light is an O2 sensor, or it's an update, right? Or it's something so small, but it's so frequent.
Yeah.
that we get, customers don't want this. They don't want to see a check engine light every fucking 2 weeks on their
No, not in their
right?
$150,000 Range Rover.
Nobody does, but they complain about it. But it's like the way I compare it to is like, well, buy a Ferrari and see how much time your car spends in the shop. Right? Like that Ferrari, if you daily drove a Ferrari, that some bitch is in the shop at least, once or twice a month.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you're spending way more money for the comfortability, the overall, go anywhere, do anything type of thing. Range Rover's great. Will I own one? Fuck no.
Yeah,
Absolutely
well, I mean,
not.
Kevin made a great point, like LX 570, right? Which is like, it's essentially a Land Cruiser, right? It's a little bit nicer than a Land Cruiser, but like they're
Yeah.
fucking bulletproof. And Land Cruisers are bulletproof. And you can get, I mean, before
Yeah.
they canned them in the fucking States, you could get a Land Cruiser for 90 G's. So they're not as nice on the inside as a Range Rover. They're objectively not as pretty because they're just not as good looking of a car. But that fucker will never strand you anywhere.
Will never be stranded.
No, it'll just run forever, right? And that's kind of been Toyota's thing. Is like, we'll just keep using old shit because it works.
Yeah.
And we know it works, and we know we can give, the average runtime of a fucking Toyota is like 350,000 miles.
Yeah.
Fucking crazy,
So, me question: does that same principle apply to that Supra?
No, it's a BMW.
No, so you say an average Toyota is meant to go 350,000 miles.
No,
So
that's not. It's not meant to go. That's real world.
What the expectations are.
No,
So what
that's
happens
not the
when
expectation. That is what they actually do.
That's
That number is not from what Toyota is saying. Toyota will not tell you that it'll last 350,000 miles, but when a Tundra or a Land Cruiser or like a 4Runner or a Tacoma goes to the scrapyard because they don't run anymore, they have at least 350,000 miles on it.
Well, I understand that, but the point I was trying to make is like especially like the realm that like Tim and I are in, right? And especially even Chris and Kyle, where our generation of cars and car enthusiasts is being pushed towards electric, right? So what happens when like they're forced to go all electric, like Toyota? Like, are they still going to have that same reliability? Do you think? Do you think like they'll be able to have that kind of
So Toyota, I don't know
like
if you know this, but
emphasis on that?
Toyota was basically like, fuck going all electric because our cars are so reliable.
Right,
We
exactly.
will make the Prius, right? We will continue to make a hybrid because it is so effective and it's so reliable. We don't need to go full electric.
Well,
Like,
there's also like Toyota does a lot of fuck shit behind the scenes, like lobbying against electric cars.
Yeah.
Actively, right? They do a lot of like backhanded shit to protect their own interests. Like objectively, like not good for how we're like electric cars are coming. You can't stop it, right? Like it's fucking done. When Audi's like, "Hey, we're not making fucking gas cars in the next 4 years." Porsche's figuring out how they're going to have electric sports cars, right? Rivian's out there, Tesla's out there, Ford's going. It's happening. Like you just have to fucking deal with it. And Tesla's like, Toyota's like, now we're going to throw money at all these conservative oil-bearing senators because they're going to try and keep our interests. When the reality is that they're just looking up for their own financials because they have a hybrid powertrain and they have their gas development program and they know this shit works and they haven't spent any money developing full electric cars. So they're behind the ball. Right? They didn't do what every other manufacturer did, which was like wake up 4 years ago and be like, yo, we got to throw a fuckload of money at this shit because we can't stop it anymore.
Yeah.
Toyota is actively trying to stop the whole thing. And it's like, it's not happening, dude. Like we're past the point of no return, right? Everybody's already come to terms with it. Is it scary? Do we, is it perfect? No, it's not perfect. We're not there yet. To Kevin's point, he's like, there's huge flaws. Yeah, there's huge flaws. We're not there yet, right? They don't have the infrastructure isn't there. The charging isn't consistent. The powertrains are not consistent. Everybody's still doing a bunch of different shit. That notwithstanding, you're not going to stop it. It's, so for Toyota to do what they're doing is purely out of like self-interest, right? That being said, to Kyle's point, the shit they make works.
It does.
So there's an argument there. And there's also the argument that electric cars are not inherently better for the environment right now because the batteries are still primarily made out of lithium, right? So
Right.
you're strip mining and all that shit. And obviously that technology is rapidly evolving.
Yeah.
You know, we're finding less and less environmentally impactful batteries, all that good shit.
I mean, solid state batteries are still like on the cusp, right? Like
Yeah.
where
We're getting close, but it's not there.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin's point. I mean, the charge time is flawed, sure, but Volkswagen just had some kind of huge breakthrough.
I saw that.
Yeah, charge time where you can wirelessly charge your hybrid or your full electric car. I mean, I don't know. It's kind of weird. You know, say goodbye to your nuts. Like that. I mean, like the amount of heat, you know, for your phone, right?
Yeah.
To wirelessly charge. I don't know if you guys like have ever felt there's a small amount of heat, and I mean the battery's this big, right? You got a battery or multiple cells. If anybody's seen inside of a hybrid battery, it's not just like this huge
No,
battery.
it's a bunch of little individual
It's
cells.
a bunch of individual cells, probably, you know, as far as my end, that are about that big, you know, and they're all in parallel, right? The whole system is.
Dude, have you ever seen the inside of a Tesla battery?
Not a Tesla, just
It's a
our
bunch
own.
of AAA size battery cells.
Correct.
It's like 6,000 AAAs wired in series.
Mhm.
That's insane.
It's proprietary Panasonic technology they paid for.
Right.
Right. But like that's like, yeah. They put them in blocks, so they run the blocks in series and then the blocks are run together in parallel, but it's all just little fucking AA batteries and like just thousands of them. Because there was something about it's quicker to charge a bunch of little batteries than it is to charge a few big batteries. So that's how they got the supercharger technology working. But yeah, it's just, you know, it's not perfect yet. It's definitely not perfect yet.
I mean, look at everything technology wise, right? Like the first computer. How big was the first computer? Fucking huge, right?
Yeah.
And then eventually, like, here's a computer, right?
So the thing you
Well,
just
it
held
evolves.
in your hand is 100,000 times more processing power than what we used to put a man on the moon.
Oh, 100%. So eventually that technology is going to get smaller and more powerful. Like it's just the materials, you know, like the research behind it is eventually going to, you know, take over.
I mean,
So-
I can tell you when I was still at Porsche and we went to training, and Porsche has this thought out like 20 years in advance. They have
Yeah.
a Porsche charging center in your house that literally will store power in your home in a capacitor somewhere in the house. And literally you have a
Capacitator,
removable
folks, you heard it
battery.
here first.
I said it.
yeah.
It's literally what it fucking says in like the shit. But like literally
Capacitor, motherfucker.
they have like an image of like a battery that's literally no bigger than like a loaf of bread, and literally you pull one out of your car, you put one in, and you take it out of the car, you put it back in, and it charges it. And then with the power that it stores and it generates from the home and back to the battery, you can actually sell it back to the power company, and then all of a sudden your home becomes energy efficient, and
Dude, there's a company
it
that
costs
just
you nothing.
There's a company that
Like-
just developed completely clear solar windows.
Right.
Yeah.
Think about that shit.
What?
So yeah, you don't need solar panel. Well, I mean, obviously you would still want solar panels because solar
Correct.
is all about surface area. But now they're like, yeah, we can like turn your windows into additional solar panels. They're not as effective, but like they keep heat out. They generate electricity. So even if they're 3 times the cost of regular windows, they pay for themselves in the first year because you're not paying a fucking electric bill. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Right.
Like this is what I'm saying. Like it's coming.
Well-
You can't stop it. Like the whole like it's like all of human beings engineering might right now, and even Elon Musk, as big of a fucking cuck as that dude is, he's fucking smart, right? And that's where he's put his eggs in the basket. Bezos has put his eggs in the basket. He has an electric last mile delivery deal with Rivian. They're building 10,000 delivery vans, right? Apple's building their own fucking car. It's happening. You cannot
Oh, yeah.
stop this shit from happening. So fucking get used to it, man. You know, like I've already gotten used to it. I would love an electric daily. I don't give a fuck.
Oh
I
yeah.
would. I think it's perfect. They're quick as fuck to get on the freeway. You can merge over. I don't have to pay for gas. It's quiet. It's chill. Fuckers halfway drive themselves. I don't see any downsides.
I'm still. I mean, I would if I could afford it right now. I'd buy an I-Pace Jaguar.
They're fucking cool. I'd buy a Rivian if I could afford it right now. Like I'd go buy a Rivian. They're fucking sick. And it's fast as fuck to do 0 to 60, only 3.6, bitch.
Right.
Shows 6,000 pounds into 0 to 60 sub 4 seconds. Like, man, where the fuck? And it does this shit. It just spins. You know what I'm saying?
By press of a button.
Right?
I'd buy a GT4 RS if I could afford it.
That too. That would, that would be cool.
Yeah, we all could, Tim.
Like fucking.
I'm just saying.
I mean, I appreciate the fact that Timmy can break up a conversation where we're just stroking each other off. But God damn
He
it.
has a point.
He has a point. On that bombshell, we've hit the 1 hour and 50-minute mark, and we should probably wrap this up because Kevin's just trying to figure out different ways to write Jaguar.
Jaguar.
Oh, it's a Jaguar.
Oh, it's a Jaguar,
It's
sir.
Jaguar. There's an ER. It's
Jaguar.
Jaguar.
Oh, sorry.
Jaguar.
Jaguar.
Man, fuck.
Have you guys seen the new Jaguar?
I'm
F-Type?
fucking cutting all this shit out.
Hey, nobody makes it past like the first half hour, so it's fine. We're fine.
I don't know.
That's
There's a
actually
lot of
not
people.
true. Our average listenership is at like 47 to 48 minutes, which is not bad.
Yeah, fuck you, Timmy.
Yeah,
Fuck
fucking
me, Timmy.
Fuck
Everybody
Timmy
like and subscribe.
2021.
Revmatch Podcast. We're gonna have merch eventually. I swear.
Someday.
One day.
One day.
God damn it.
In the near
Just being
future.
honest.
God,
It'll be
God
here.
fucking damn it. All right.
Someday.
Anyway, like and subscribe. An hour and 50 minutes in. We appreciate you guys listening. We appreciate you guys hanging out. What's the old boy's name from A2B? Kyle?
Billy Arms.
Just Billy's fun. We're gonna have Billy from ADB
Billy,
Motorsports out of New York. You guys better fucking hang out because that motherfucker's being a savage and logging into a podcast at 9:45 p.m. his time.
Woo, woo.
Better
So-
fucking hang out.
So hang out because that'll be cool. He's a smart fucking dude and he builds engines. So that'll be cool. That'll be cool to check
yeah.
out. So
Cool.
get ready for the next 2 weeks. As always, tell all your fucking friends. Got a lot of cool feedback. Had some cool conversations with some listeners today. That was fucking tight. We appreciate you guys. And yeah, we'll see y'all in a couple weeks. Peace out.
Go fuck yourself, San Diego.